Hello there, you guys. How is everyone doing? I decided to do a little quick live. Y'all, I got a taste for my quiche, my cupcake quiche, turkey, um, quiches. That's what they are. That's what they are. Let me just wait for you all to come in. Hey, Diane. Hey, the Black Barbie. How is everybody? Hey, your toast towing. How you doing? I hope you're doing good. Have you been busy out there today? Your choice towing? Hey, Miss Tyranny. Hey, plus size baddie. Voss. Mills. Sierra. I like to pronounce it Ciara. Sierra. I used to date this guy, and he used to always say, if we have when we have our daughter, I don't know how he figured it was gonna be a girl. I want her name to be Paris or Piera. Piera, because his name started with a P. Piera or Paris. I was like, where you get Piera from? I'm not too fond of the name Paris. Piera. It's weird. Piera. Um, no, it's been slow. It's been slow all week. Child, they sure been having wrecks everywhere. Because it was a lot of wrecks around the Westwood area. When I was in Westwood this morning. It was a lot of wrecks around there. I'm gonna tell y'all something that happened before I get into the topic. When I was in Westwood the other day, I've been working a case in Westwood. Well, I closed it today. But when I was going through Westwood, because I've never really hung out in Westwood. Hey Tony. And I was looking at what I was like, Lord, I was like, it's like people all over the city, like Westwood is always just left out. We fix up Whitehaven and we talk about, South Memphis, which Westwood is really a part of South Memphis, like South Parkway, those areas, Midtown, Orange Mound, North Memphis, but Westwood is always left out. And I was just looking at like a lot of the vacant houses, how they're boarded up. And I was praying. I was like, God, because in between there's some nice houses in Westwood. And I was like, Lord, allow the city officials to shine a light and not forget about these people in Westwood. Lord, remember them also. And I promise you, like yesterday or something like that, I was reading where the mayor and some of the city officials, y'all, prayer works. And I sure was praying as I was riding around there because my mom was like, be careful in Westwood. I was like, okay. I I don't I don't know. It's just something about in South Memphis. I'm never scared. I ain't never scared. They probably be scared of me because I'm so kooky. Um, I signed up for the city, just waiting to hear back from them. All right, that is so freaking awesome. And each and every time, I know how that works with the city. Like they're on a list because I used to do traffic where we did accidents, not a ticket meter reader. We didn't read meters. We did traffic accidents. Um and so the tow truck drivers, they were on a list and they went down the list, and every time, so they would give that tow truck driver the option of decline and they just go to the next person, or if they would call them, the dispatcher would call. If they couldn't get them, they just go to the next person on the list until it starts all over again. I think that's a good thing. So good for you. Look, Dialogue said Westwood got Voodoo Village over there. Village in Boxtown. You know what? Do they still do voodoo over there? That's just the name of it now, right? All of the people that was doing voodoo over there probably done croaked out. I guess. I don't know. I hope that wasn't mean to say. Now, is it just a myth? They don't still do voodoo over there. I think it's just called Voodoo Village, right? Hey, Naturally Nolans. You say they still doing voodoo over there? Hey, Nola. Hey, Antonio. Okay, yeah, I know y'all ready for me to start talking about it. Okay, shout out to Stan G. I was looking at Pop Austin Media. Shout out to Pop Austin Media. I will play the video, but I don't have issues with playing Stan G's video. I just don't know Pop Austin Media. I don't want them striking at me, right? But I was looking at them last night. Stan G is on Pop Austin Media. And they was basically talking about the situation, Stan G being arrested. And just for me assessing the situation, just like everybody else had their opinion, he was with some young lady that had came from Virginia. And so I think he got arrested in Dallas, okay? And just from the way that she was talking, I don't know, it just kind of seemed like something was weird about it. Hey, listen, I was talking to somebody about this morning. I don't mean no harm. And see, that's why I've been stressing. I don't want Stan G to be down there in Dallas. I need him to stay out of Dallas for right now. Okay. And he need to stay out of, we need him to stay out of Houston. Okay. Because we already know people don't mind lining up somebody for some damn money. That's the reason why I be glad when a lot of these vloggers go to jail. Okay. For a lot of what they've done in the past. Okay. But I digress on that. But anyways, he was with some young lady, and something happened. He went to jail, and I still couldn't get a because the way she was talking, it just seemed kind of weird because she had been on Whack 100's channel. She said she went over there for something, but she claimed she drove way from Virginia. She said that she was really in good with some PRE people. And I think with people like Stan G, you know what I mean? He has a media, he has a high profile, right? Especially on social media. Regardless of what people say about him, you got to get a man his props. Okay, Stan G come from out of Memphis, and I think he's been able to do extremely well with making himself pretty much famous, right? He do his thing. He has the personality to do it. Regardless of what people say, he has the personality to know how to carry to keep the interest of an audience. And so I think that it is essential, especially with the type of information that Stan G put out. And here's the thing: a lot of these people reach out to Stan G and give him this information, and then all of a sudden they get mad about something. Okay, I don't get that. You reach out to the man and talk to him. I guess they want him to put out certain stuff. I don't know. And then it kind of turns weird. Okay. It kind of turns weird. He said she a stark raven lunatic. Better let her fly. Salute, check. Yep. Alabama hitter. And so it just kind of sound weird to me. I was trying to get an understanding of why he was arrested. Why was he arrested? Because she seemed to have been talking in circles. I know the other young man, KP, was trying to get an understanding. I wish I could play it, but I don't really know anything. I don't know who. I don't know them people, I don't want to, take no chances on getting somebody trying to strike at my channel. Why did she say he was arrested? I know she claimed he, I believe I heard her say she went from one thing to another. Okay, disorderly conduct. Okay, disorderly conduct normally is about 24 hours. You don't stay in jail for disorderly conduct. And he's out. Okay, thank God that he is out. And but I was talking to somebody this morning. As a matter of fact, me and Diane was talking. Y'all know Diane love her some Stan G. Exposing the Truth says, wait, wasn't he just in your chat and now he got arrested? Oh hell no. Exposing the Truth. Exposing the Truth, you normally stay in the bushes. What made you come out today? So anyways, you guys, we was talking, and he ended up being arrested. I don't know, I just kind of get this weird feeling about her. I really just hope that he stays away from her. Because me and some more people think maybe she was trying to help to line him up. It could, it's just speculation, but just kind of the way that she was talking was just kind of, she was going in circles. It seems kind of weird, and where they was going, I don't know. But God may have intercepted some stuff. Him going to jail was probably a part of the divine plan. Okay, because you never know what people's motives are. We know now folks doing anything for some money. She says she an Uber driver or some other, and she drives way from Virginia to Uber drive, to be with him or whatever, and Uber drive and all that. But, and which ain't nothing wrong with Uber driving. I've been thinking about doing that, okay, myself, okay, just for fun, right? Just to see how it feels. But he said, exposing, is you cool? But I just felt like it was something weird, and I definitely don't want to see anything happen to Stan G. Stan G is a vlogger. He's entertaining, so I can't understand why if this is the case, if people are throwing daggers and stuff at him, they want to try to, if they're trying to get people to try and line him up, they're not going to get away with doing anything to him. This is just one of those things that, and it could have just been, it was disorderly conduct, like she said. I don't know. You a story. He said Tam got him locked up, Diane, as always. Oh. I ain't get him locked up. You a story. But anyways, you guys, back to Stan G. Exposing the Truth comes into the chat to cause this ruckus, as my grandma say, he calls ruckus in the chat. But Stan G told the truth, and pregnant head got on go. I don't really believe that Stan G be telling I believe a lot of what he say, even if there are some discrepancies in some, I do believe that some of those people be telling him that. Hell, Stan G, I don't think he just pulled that stuff out of his ass. Them folks tell him that stuff. They tell him the stuff. The man simply just reports on what he didn't say, I know for a fact. He said these people, the people that I talk to in the street is saying this. And it really was not enough for anybody to be getting mad about. You know what I'm talking about? I don't think that Govan should have got mad about it. Here, I've heard Stan G say worse. I've heard him say worse, and Govan never came out. You see what I'm talking about? I don't know. Govan nerves and stuff might be on edge or something lately, but I've heard him say worse. And then I turned around and saw Govan on his show. Okay. So it seems to me that he had not been saying anything. So why all of a sudden say something now, and people want to kind of throw daggers at him. You know what I mean? When, like I said, it's no vlogging is people vlog on different stuff and then they express their opinions about things. And when people tell them stuff, they just kind of put it out there. I think that Govan shouldn't have said nothing. Okay. And it's definitely not enough for if somebody is, I'm not saying that anybody is, but if this young lady is connected to somebody and they're trying to line him up, that they got to know, like, stuff like this. When we feel like people's lives could be in danger, I think that it is essential that we put this out into the media so that or talk about it. Okay. And I'm not saying that anybody in particular is doing anything to him. I'm just saying, I just had this really weird feeling about it. It's just the way that she was talking in circles, and I don't know. I just really got a weird feeling about it. And it probably was a divine intervention for him to go to jail. Okay. Everything that looks or seems bad ain't really bad, because God will do what is necessary. And you think that it's bad luck, and it's definitely not bad luck. Okay. It was a divine intervention because that was God's way of protecting you and taking you out of the belly of the shark or the whale or whatever. Okay. So, I mean, that's definitely a way to look at it. But, um, hey, I pray that Stan G continuously get himself together. And I was listening to KP say that Stan G is not stupid. He's pretty wise, and you can't move around like Stan G moves around. And I really kind of hate to say it like this because I know the energy of the damn fools in Memphis. Okay, I know how they rock. Well, if I say, he's been able to move around, he's older. I'm guessing Stan G might be in his early 40s. He might be in his late 30s or something like that, early 40s. So he's been able to move around. So he has to be pretty wise to be able to move around like that, right? And nothing has happened to him. But see, a damn fool, because it say 121 folks in here, that means about 200. Somebody with a twisted, sick, evil mind will be listening to me say this and say, well, you know what, we gonna stop him from moving around, but we come against that spirit, okay, in the name of Jesus, okay. So if you got those thoughts, anybody got those thoughts going through their minds as it relates to trying to stop somebody and putting themselves in a godlike position to stop somebody. Because see, that spirit lies over Memphis, that witchcrafty ass spirit and jealousy. Don't get me started, because I said I was going to do good, but now I'm going to have to go ahead and go there because I've been doing good. I ain't been cussing folks out or nothing, okay? But I'm going to have to go ahead and go here tonight. You got that witchcrafty spirit that lies over Memphis, that spirit of jealousy, that witchcrafty spirit, okay, is that spirit of control. The same spirit that was residing when Young Dolph was killed, okay? When Young Dolph was killed, that spirit of control is a witchcraft spirit. If you don't do what I want you to do, then I'm going to hex you. I'm going to stop you. I'm going to kill you. That is the type of spirit that resides in the atmosphere in Memphis, okay? And even though I love my city, I have a connection to the people in my city. I have a deep love because I be talking shit about the people, okay? But I still have a deep love, and the things that I say comes from a place from deep in my heart. It comes from a place of hurt. This is what we have resorted to when God has blessed so many Memphians, all of the talent in my city. You got people looking in, it's an acquired taste as it relates to the culture. Okay? You got all these talented rappers, the slang. Okay? All of that is unique. But you got a bunch of damn fools that's got that crabs in a barrel mentality. Now, this is what I've always known. Some people just got to go. Okay, because when you got a bunch of young people, you got people like Stang G. Stang G ain't hurt nobody. Stang G trying to make a way for himself. Okay, that's what Stang G is trying to do. Stang G ain't killing no damn body. He ain't taking hits to take folks out. Stang G is simply trying to move up in the media. Hell, there's a lot of he talks about what people want to hear about. If these folks don't want to be in the media, they need to keep their asses out the media. Don't be on TV to keep your ass out the media. Then I would say Stang G wrong. Okay, if you're a private person, you ain't in the media, you ain't doing nothing. But you got Channel 5, Channel 13, Channel 24. You got the white media's talking about it. But that witchcrafty spirit saying this black man think he gonna talk about it too. I don't want him to talk about it, but they dare not go up against the main medias that's owned by the white folks. Okay? That's the spirit that resides in Memphis, that spirit of witchcraft. Okay. And we got to speak against that spirit of witchcraft because these folks running around here a bunch of damn fools. Okay. That spirit is making an ass out of a whole lot of people and making them look like it. So, people want to, people want to celebrate because Stan G went to jail. Okay. Yeah, you know what, we celebrate too. We celebrate because we feel like that there was a divine intervention. These damn fools thinking that they heard him all the time. God was probably keeping them from something, because I believe that was a setup, girl. I do. So we celebrate differently because we don't carry that spirit of witchcraft. Okay, that's why a lot of these damn fools can't catch a break. They stagnant because they always want to celebrate in somebody else's downfall. Okay? Because even when I get to talking about this stuff with Young Dolph, I don't celebrate in nobody's downfall. What I say is, whatever a man soweth, that's what they're going to reap. They got to pay because they did the ultimate thing when they killed that boy. Okay? So there has to be some justice for his family. They was in the wrong. They did the worst thing that they could have ever did. They killed a man. Okay? So it ain't hating. You twist it if you feel like somebody hating just because they say justice got to be served. That man got a family. There has to be examples. And God is allowing it to be public. All of the people that have lost their lives. Look at how sensationalized Young Dolph's case is, because there's a message. There's a message in the mess. Okay? God has to show them, when I get them back, you're going to see it. And a lot of these young boys who they going to in the hoods to mess their lives up like they did Straight Drop and Cornelius, they paying attention to this. They somebody's sons. No, bro, we got to think about this. They going to think twice. They can't do it better than Straight Drop and them did it. It can't happen like that. It's too much technology. That's why I be on here talking. They're going to get your ass. They looking at you from the damn sky. Okay? They looking at you from your TV. Okay? They looking at you from your phones. You can't turn your shit off. That's the reason why your phone say, hell, I can find you when it's off. Don't your phone say that? When it's off, you can be located. You can't turn that shit off. You can't go in the damn woods no more, like some of these folks was doing. You just can't hide. So it's best just to try to walk a straight and narrow path. And if somebody asks you to be their damn hitman, tell them to go dig their daddy up and get him to do it. Okay? Sometimes that's how you have to do, folks. They can insult you so bad. Go get your dead ass daddy to do it, bitch. That's how you have to say to folks when they insult you like that. Go get your grandmammy to do it, hoe. That's what you have to say, because that's an insult. If you come to me for me to go and put my life in danger, go get your granddaddy to do it, bitch. Go dig him up and get him to do the hit for you. That's when folks know you ain't playing with them. You just insulted me. You think my life ain't nothing? Okay? See, that's how I get. Y'all know I'm South Memphis. I grew up in South Memphis for real, because that's the type of shit I say for real. When I get mad, when that anger come over me, I can't control myself. I get, you just insulted me like that. Go get your mammy to do it, hoe. That's your mammy, bitch. Oh, that makes me mad for somebody to think I'm nothing. And that's the attitude that a lot of these folks got to take. You asked me to do that? You want me to take Young Dolph's life to get some money? Bitch, go get your mammy to do it, hoe. You and your mammy, you and your motherfucking mammy go do the hit, bitch. Go dig your grandmammy up, hoe. Okay? I bet you they won't ask you nothing else. That makes me mad. I just had a hot flash because I get to thinking about how people insult folks. Look at them like their life ain't nothing. Whew, where my fan at? I'm having a hot flash. Lord have mercy. Y'all, this stuff is real to me. Okay? I don't have to get on here to entertain. I makes money. I know how to make money. Okay? I got a job. Okay? So I got a job, and then I know how to make money. Okay? So I don't have to get on here to put on no show. I get on here because I know how to convey a message, and I know how to convey it in a way to make people listen to it. Okay? And so people get mad at Stang G and talking about he had some bad luck. He ain't had no bad luck. That was a divine intervention. Okay, so we celebrate differently, and guess what? He out. Ain't he out? So they still couldn't hold him down. God intervened, because even when y'all know I be trying to see the best. I be looking, okay, Lord, are they being hard on women? Because y'all know I'm like that. I be thinking about, I listen to stuff, okay? Because I'm a woman. I'm not quick, because there are a lot of women that don't like women. So anything a woman do or anything they go through, they be happy. I ain't one of them ones. I have to sit and listen. Okay, let me sit and listen to this. Okay, let me see. All right, she might be telling the truth. I'm not gonna be hard on, I ain't gonna let nobody attack that person. Not up in here. Y'all know we don't do that in here. I want everybody to feel safe up in here, even you exposing the truth. Okay, you too. Okay. And but I got to listening to her last night, and I said, Lord, it's something ain't right. Okay. And so while everybody else was celebrating and being in jail, with their evil thoughts, I was celebrating another way. I said, God, that was a divine intervention, because I don't know where she was taking them to, because I believe she was lining them up. And so God just had to intercept for a little while to get him back to safety. And now he out. They still didn't stop him. When he do a video, they're going to be tuning in. Pop Austin need to because see, I like TT Naughty and I like the other young man too. I like KP, but y'all, Stan G has put a lot of fire back into that media. That ain't no shade, it's the truth. They do good over there. I like the other young man. I like KP. I like the other young man. I don't know if that was Pop Austin himself that was on there last night, the white guy. But they did a good thing when they added Stan G, and they didn't just add him for nothing. Yeah, the people that hate on him, they added him because he got the personality. People gonna come and listen to him. Folks don't come and listen to him because they think he a clown. Folks come and listen to him because they know he tapped in the streets. Hell, because when I get that notification, I be trying to tune in. Because contrary to what one says, he didn't interview the whole heap of people's that ain't nobody else been able to have on their channel. I know I haven't. I seen Jay Fizzle over there. I seen I seen BEO over there. I seen everybody wanted to even know what Govan's voice sounded like. And then what they did was everybody replayed his video and then tried to talk about him. He gave them content, ain't struck at them because everybody got that video up. They can't even get, see, that's what I'm talking about. That type of spirit. You motherfuckers ate off of his shit. Y'all couldn't have got Govan on y'all show. And didn't even thank him for not even striking your channel. Because I promised the God, here my right hand to the Lord. That with the way they do him, I would have struck at him. You think you're going to talk about me and eat off me, bitch? I'm striking at you. He let them eat. And they still want to talk about it. Okay? See, I can respect the man because one time Stan G came into the chat and he said something. That's when I was on that. Ooh, Lord, is he trolling? He said something. I said, oh, he's trolling me. And then he said something else. But then Stan G came back into the chat. I don't know. I think somebody had reached out to him to try to get some shit started. And then he said, I apologize. I misunderstood. I like people like that, especially men that can apologize. Okay. But I already see the energy that people are trying to direct at him. It seems like anytime somebody get ready to start going up, folks love to eat off of them, but then they jump on that damn bandwagon. You bitches just ain't grateful. He done gave y'all a lot of damn content. I listens to him because I know a lot of what he say. He said it's got a lot of validity to it. I don't just listen to know anybody. Hell, just because I don't say nothing don't mean you motherfuckers know I know everything. And I don't just listen to know anybody. Some people I can't listen to, but I go listen to him, and I listen to him for a damn reason. Okay? That's true, Daryl. It's hard for women to apologize because it's hard for me to apologize too. Because I will apologize after I dissect it to make sure it ain't no manipulation in it. I be scared to apologize too fast because people got so much game. I don't have no issues with apologizing. I just have to make sure that I'm right in apologizing because people manipulate stuff so much. So it takes me a minute because I have to investigate it. And then once I see I was really wrong, I apologize. Okay? Because I used to be quick to apologize. Oh, I'm so sorry. Really? I'm so sorry. And the folks were making me look like a fool. So now I investigate before I apologize. I ain't got no problems with it. Therefore, when they say I did something wrong and I find out that they trying to manipulate it, I can tell them to go F you, or go F yourself. Because I'll tell them, go. Lord, help me. Okay. Lord, just help me. Help me in here today, Lord. Okay. So Stan G is out. Okay. He's out. And we want to see Stan G go far. If these folks don't want Stan G talking about him, I mean, maybe they should watch the people that's around him. But hell, it seemed like to me the people be telling Stan G the shit they self. They get mad because he say their name. I guess they be telling him this stuff. A lot of them. So you know what people try to do is, I noticed they tried to do that with me. Okay, you know they try to dissect what I do and say all the time. She said but you know they said or. She said but so that wasn't right. She said but you know they said or. People try to do that when they want to discredit you, and it all just comes from a place of hate and jealousy. Because I don't try to dissect people. I just don't fool with them. I look at folks' channel, and if I know that they stuff ain't credible and I'm looking at it, I'm not gonna try to dispute it. I'm just gonna say to myself, that's a lying asshole. And I ain't looking at that channel no more. And I move on. I ain't got time to be jumping on my vlog trying to dispute what nobody else talking about. I got a life. Leave that man alone and let him be great. That's a damn vlogger. If he don't talk about it, somebody gonna talk about it. So why not let it be him? Okay, whatever he talk about, it's already out there. He ain't messing with people that's got private lives. He talking about these bitches that's already in the media. Okay, excuse my French. I'm not talking about nobody in general. Go Van, please don't send no hits at me. I wasn't calling you no bitch. Okay, I wasn't talking about you. You excluded. Okay, Go Van, don't send no hits at me. Okay, I plead the blood of Jesus over my life. Okay. True Believe says, I apologize depending who it is. Um, True Believe says, I can relate to that. Okay. So leave Stan G alone and let him be great. Don't use his content. If you don't like what Stan G says, stop using his content. Because I'm telling you something, a lot of what he say, it has a lot of validity to it. That's why I listen to him. Okay. I ain't brave enough to put it out. I don't be brave enough to put out a whole lot of stuff. Okay. So you have to salute those that is. And then I can't put out a whole lot of stuff. Let me just say that because folks are twisted. Oh, she's scared of me. Let me see if I can intimidate her. You gonna wish that you never did. I'm gonna give you I come with more problems than you willing than you need to deal with. Because I'm very out there. Okay. I fear for my life. And when I say I fear for my life by law, they're obligated to protect me from whatever is a threat to me. Okay, find you something safe to do. Okay. But Stan G out of jail. I was looking at his Instagram, and he seemed to be positive about it. I don't know if he's put up a video. I really wish I could play that Pop Austin video, but I don't think Pop Austin liked me. Okay. And I don't know why. I don't know why I think that. I just think that. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me go to his Instagram. Hold on, y'all. Let me see.
Know what's going on, man. Stang G putting strong in the game, man. They can't keep a real nigga down for too long. You feel me? At the same time, though, y'all must keep on pushing. You know? You gotta keep on pushing. There's gonna be a lot of haters gonna be hating because they ain't on your level. You know what I'm saying? They ain't on your level, so it is what it is. Like the chances I got, the chances that me and my people get, my my folks wish real lifetime for this type of opportunity. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's gonna be a whole lot of haters coming around who try to stop your opportunity. Don't let nobody stop your opportunity, especially when you made. You know what I'm saying? You work for this. You hear me? So when you work for it, I don't let nobody take nothing away from it. I like. Hey, one thing about Stan G, I done worked so hard for the game, right? Can't nobody stop it. I can set it up for earlier. I can set it up for later. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about on a real major move. You know what I'm talking about? When major platforms coming and show you love because you got it. Ain't nobody can take away what you got. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody take away what you got. Especially when you major. But Stan G free, man. You know what I'm talking about? That's what I'm dropping right now. Stan G free. You feel me? Understand, G, man. Y'all already know what's going on. DM me, man. The hottest thing in the South, man. It ain't up for debate. You know what I'm talking about? They know it ain't up for debate, but if y'all want to debate, yeah, hey, put it on the table, man. Put it on the floor. Oh, man. The biggest they popping,
Yeah.
man. And that's who's ready to run. Yeah, yeah. But you know how it go. Ain't nobody gonna have you like you got you. You know what I'm talking about? And why sometimes you gotta stay single out here in the game because a lot of folks they get to the point of being in competition with you. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't with none of that competition, man. You know what I'm talking about? I am him for real, for real. You feel me? They can't hold a P down, Jack. Nobody. Nobody can do that. You know what I'm talking about? That's how I know how to move out here. I ain't let nobody get me locked up. You know what I'm talking about? It's a miscellaneous stuff happen. It happen like this. But you gotta understand. I'm gonna stay 10 toes down no matter what. You know what I'm talking about? No matter what, Jack. You know what I'm saying? The feel. I ain't gotta move a muscle. It's coming to me. You know what I'm talking about? It's gonna come to me with God. But shout out to everybody who's been showing love and all the above, man. I'm gone, though. Big love, man. I'm out this time. Spread it. Oh, man. Y'all already know what's going on, man. Stand.
Y'all, shout out to Stan G. I'm glad he out of jail, and we're gonna pray for Stan G. Okay, genuinely, pray for him, for God to keep him on the straight and narrow path because God has given him a gift. Okay, God has given him a gift. He has the gift of gab. Some people just made for this. Okay, and I think he's made for it. He knows how to put himself um, in positions, and so I pray that pray for you too on the bit. Okay, I'm gonna pray for you too on the business. I promise to you I am. And I'm just gonna pray for all men, okay? And that's something that I would like for the ladies to come with in agreement with me on, okay? As we pray for all of our men because they really need us. And I hold on. I'm pulling up something. Okay. It says in a time of trouble, and this is in Jeremiah. God, Jesus sent for the wailing women to pray, okay, to truly pray because wailing women win. He says, in a time of trouble, summons the wailing women. And so, women, Instead of us gossiping and stuff, I know I get on here and be talking shit, but our men need us to pray for them. And so when we see somebody like Stan G who has the potential, see, you have to go through the furnace of affliction. I don't know if Stan G has any high places in his life that has to be removed before God can give him the pot of gold, because he has given him the gift, and God says the gifts comes without repentance. Okay, so if the gift comes without repentance, when he blesses you, you ain't he ain't gonna give you nothing, and you got to be constantly repenting. That means some things might have to be cleaned up in your life, and some people gotta fall off. Okay, we have to do self-evaluations because he's giving them the gift. The man commands attention whether they like him or not. Govan was over there on his damn show. Okay, we saw Jay Fizzle. We saw Big 30 on live one day, and he was mad at him, but he let him in his live. Everybody won't do that, because I wouldn't have did it, but Stan G clicked on his live and he let him up. And he was on that live and had some more content for everybody on YouTube. And they talked about him. Everybody was playing that. But they still got the nerve to talk about him while eating off of him. I call people like that bottom feeders. You eat off me and talk about me and think you better than me. Okay? That's a bottom feeder. At least show him some respect. Okay? But I'm gonna pray for you too, but it's time. Stan G's really got to be prayed for. And I hope being over there on Pop Austin, I really hope that I really hope that they can do them right over there. You know, I'm not saying that they are not. I just hope that because I like Pop Austin Media. I think that media has a lot of potential. I think he's going in the right direction. They got an eye for talent, because I like TT Naughty. Unfortunately, TT Naughty couldn't get himself together. I hate that so bad, because he definitely had a personality that commanded attention, right? He people took interest in his personality. The same way with Stan G also, okay? So I think Pop Austin Media has a good eye for talent, right? Um, and so I just pray that he goes within and do whatever is necessary as it relates to self-evaluations, and then cut the cancer, right? Cut the cancer that may be around him. Because we've seen him in places on pictures and stuff with people. Right. Run him up. Bless him. And God also put this in my spirit, I see Cypress TV on here, right? And Cypress TV has a channel, you guys, and Cypress is not monetized. And so I know Cypress don't ask for any money or anything like that. But you guys, when a person is not monetized, um, and you're over there, and when you support them and stuff like that, I say all the time, and Cypress didn't tell me to say this. That was just in my spirit today. I was thinking about him too. I say this all the time as it relates to Black businesses. When people say, well, sis, you're doing a good job, but bro, keep it up. You're doing good. It's good to pat people on the back. It's good to pat people on the back. But in order for a business to be successful, folks need your resources. It's good to give supporting words, but they need some money. And so, people like Cypress who don't have, who is not monetized, start sending them cash apps. Okay? Start sending them cash apps. His moderator, I'm a moderator over there too. I be sleep when Cypress come on, but a lot of times what you have to do is put that in the chat to remind people this is not a monetized channel. Bless the brother, because we don't get on here just because just because I likes to get. I got that lime. I got that yellow on my nails. It's time for me to go get my nails and stuff done again. So hey, this is a passive income, and I put candy in my office, okay, for my clients. When I run their sugar up, they spend their money real good. I'm just kidding, y'all. Okay, no, but it helps, right? But at least we have a little bit on ours, but he does not have anything. So y'all, just bless people. Send him cash apps. And just God put that in my spirit to say, send him a cash app, help him out. When you see people's channels that are not monetized, start helping them out by sending them, cash apps. I think that's a blessing. Okay. Start supporting people. When you see that they're trying to build something, they ain't out there killing and robbing and scamming people. If you're gonna rock with them, don't just come for so you can benefit. Help them, give them, giving somebody $5 or something like that. It ain't nothing. Okay. Diane said, I support old Cypress anytime, bruh. Cype dog. Yep, support the Cype dog. He's not monetized, so start sending them cash apps. Yep, start sending them cash apps. Divine Black Rose says Stan G needs to get clean and be careful of the circles he's moving in. Yeah. Well, we just gonna, pray for God to lead him in the right direction, and whatever it is that is going on in his life that is I guess a nuisance. We're gonna pray for God to pray for any habit, any bad habit, any habit that is not conducive, even if it's not bad, but it's just ran its course, it's old, to start preparing him for the bigger thing, because he gave him the gift. YouTube about to charge. They changing content rules. So now what they doing as far as content rules? True Aquarius says that's a PSA. All you CMG fans, go support your boy Cypress exposing the truth. Y'all, Cypress ass just be trolling. If I thought Cypress really meant some harm, I wouldn't even have him up on my panel. We have fun with old Cypress. He just like to aggravate the crowd. Because when he get drunk, he gonna say that Gotti is his tune changes. Okay, just be when he say he drinking their water, just know. Okay, just know. Just keep listening to him when he say he drinking his alkaline water. Just start listening to him as he start drinking it more and more and more. You start to question if he's a CMG fan. Okay, when he drinking that alkaline, what he claim is that alkaline water. Hey, the ruler report. Nene says because all money ain't good money, as we can see. I'm telling you. What's Cypress? Is Cypress you in here? You want to come up? We get ready to talk about Tyler Perry. Okay, in a few minutes. But yeah, shout out to Stan G. And I'm happy that Stan G is out. Shout out, I thought I saw Alabama Hill in here. Shout out to Cypress and Alabama Hill. They helps me. When they come up, I go ahead and get to shopping. I be seeing what sales and stuff on. They be helping me out. We help each other out though. That's the way that it's supposed to be. Like it's enough for everybody. I've always been that way. Like I think when I first came on, I was just like, I ain't got no issues with, hey, I can be. I just didn't know. I had to learn real quick. You know, I had to learn real quick. But the point of the matter is, it's enough for everybody. Okay. I don't hate nobody for get mad at nobody for what they post on their channel, not unless they talking about me, you know. And even still, I mean, they don't know nothing about me, so it's whatever. Um, but I ain't got no hate for nobody, and I definitely ain't got nothing to say about what people choose to post on their channel. That's their channel. That would make me a lunatic. Okay. That could have happened to any of us or our family members. Yeah, I believe that it was an intervention. If something was intercepted, because I just kind of feel weird about that girl. I hope that he does not. I hope that he just go ahead and let that be. Sometimes you just have to let things be. I ain't mad, but we're just gonna let this be right here. Let that phase on out and go on. You know, because like I said, he went to jail. That ain't necessarily nothing bad. That could have been an interception from God intercepting. So I'm gonna tell y'all something though. For people who wanna, who if they looking to try to do something to him, and they saw how God intercepted that, and they mess around and they persist and be consistent in trying to do something to him, God just gave you a warning. Because see, a lot of times, just like they did with Young Dolph, okay, um, they was constantly hitting at him. God was giving them the opportunity to change their minds. Okay, but when you're trying to please somebody else, what folks will do is they will push you to the limit. If especially if they feel like you're gonna be the one getting in trouble and not them. They gave them folks plenty of opportunity to change their minds about killing that boy. They gave him the opportunity that Monday, the 15th, when they laid eyes on him and they could have, when they couldn't get to him and they saw that he had a lot of people around him on that Monday. See, Cornelius couldn't talk about that because he was not with Straight Drop on that Monday. Okay. So God gave him the opportunity. And who's to say whoever it was that was with him that day may have had it, that he wasn't with him that Wednesday, because they had Cornelius with them. But God gives you an opportunity, because warning comes before destruction. And you got a consistent pattern of trying to do something, and then you mess around and do it. God gonna whoop your ass cat raggedy. And that's the reasons why the things are happening as they are happening now. They insulted the government to be constantly trying to kill the boy. And then some people think they bigger than God. They think they can outsmart the government and that they are bigger than God. I'm the biggest. It's my world. Oh, okay. We're going to see. Because see, people got it real bad about trying to promote this illusion to other people, especially when, they think people are simple-minded. Okay, these people ain't worrying about nothing. Yeah, they be worried. Trust me when I tell you, they be worried. Okay, when you got them folks down your throat and down your back, and you done got to the point you scared to even walk in your own damn house, you scared of your own shadow. To me, that's a worried person. Not only this gone beyond worried, they paranoid. They becoming a paranoid schizophrenic freak. That's right. God's wrath is undefeated. God says, when I get them back for what they did, you're gonna witness it. When I get them back for what they did, you're gonna see me get them back. I remember one time I told y'all about something that happened, and some people cut me in my back after I had helped them. They cut me in my back, y'all. They cut me in my back. And that's why I say all skin folks ain't kin folks. Because I used to have this thing about, and this white guy was telling me, he was like, well, they're doing this. And I thought, I was like, well, why is he telling me that? I was like, he's trying to cause division between some black people. All skin folks ain't kin folks. That white man was trying to warn me because he liked me. And I was helping those people. The only reasons why they had not been fired, one of them was only hired because I was the one. They weren't even supposed to be hired. I stepped in and made sure that them folks cut me in my back. After they cut me in my back, 30 days after the person that wasn't supposed to be hired, that I helped get hired, they got fired. 30 days after, God took it right back. 6 months later, the other woman was fired. It's some people you just can't play with. You can't mess with. They got to. Some people you just can't mess with. It ain't got nothing to do with no witchcraft. It's got everything to do with the favor that's on their life. That's it. And so, Young Dolph, God didn't bring him up from out of Binghamton. I mean, I be thinking about my other daughter's dad, child. He come out of Binghamton. I don't know. I always got the hood boys, okay, for some reason. He came up from out of Castelia, okay, and made him a multimillionaire and helped to make other people multimillionaires. Y'all don't think a person like that got favor? Okay. Cypress said, turn the live up. Okay, I'm getting ready to send it to you. Hold on. Y'all hit the like button for me while I send him this. Okay, I sent it to you. And so God gave them the opportunity. They kept missing. But they was adamant that they was going to put themselves in a godlike position. And now, God has his people everywhere. Now God has his people like the federal government, like the feds. Um he has them in position now, just like they took Young Dolph's life. They wanted to play God. Now the government is going to take their life and take them away from their life. But the thing about it is they get to, still see their children and stuff. Young Dolph's kids have to go to a grave to see him, all because you had a bunch of Negroes that wanted to play like that they were God and put themselves in a God position. And God said, there are no other gods before me. So they know they're going to pay. I don't have to wish anything. That's just the laws of the earth. Whatever man soweth, that's just what he's gonna reap. Okay. And now I'm not tapped in the streets. So nobody in the streets tell me nothing. I'm sure not. Folks said she ain't in the streets. No, I'm not in the streets. Nobody in the streets tell me nothing. What's up, the site dog?
What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing tonight?
So what you think about this situation with Stan G? Do you think it was fishy?
Yeah, it was no definitely fishy because the old girl was lying her ass off. Yeah, you know, God look out for old people, kids, and damn fool. I, I think if they would have got to where they were going, which I hope not, but I'm saying like In my mind, if they would have got to where they were going, probably would have got a whole lot of work.
Mm-hmm. Because KP was on her now. I was listening. I was in the chat until I fell out and went to sleep. But KP was on her. He was. He knew something wasn't right.
Right. And I could, but I thought at first I thought it was a joke. I'm like, I thought it was a joke because I seen it come across. It came because I get the notification over there because Stang GB over there, so I get the notification from over there. And we in the middle of a live. Me and Hill, we in the middle of a live. I tell everybody, look, they better go live. Stang G and like he locked. But I thought they was just jive. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, he out now, so he's pretty methodical when it comes to his whatever he thinks. He don't really talk a whole lot about what he might be thinking. So he didn't say much. He didn't. He kind of talk in circles quite a bit, but he didn't say much about whatever he feels as it relates to that. At least not yet.
Typical Memphis dude. But yeah, he be
Yeah, it is a typical Memphis dude, child. That's why I'm dating outside. I ain't dating no more Memphis guys.
where you going to Mississippi?
No, I ain't gonna. I don't want to date nobody in Mississippi. They crazy too.
Sure will. He ain't lying about that. I'm with
Them
you.
shooting in Mississippi, they real good at working in. See, I like them when them big old country jet throws with them overalls and stuff on that like to work. I like men that like to work and know how to fix stuff. Baby, fix that. It turns me on. But the Mississippi guys, they stay in the woods with an axe. I be
Now
talking, I be talking shit.
you want one of them ashy ass niggas?
Now he might chop me up. Yeah, Stan G went to jail for real.
Yeah, he did, y'all. He went to jail for real. Thank God, yeah. Yeah, TB21 is true.
Oh, shout out to the Mississippi dudes. Red Bear says, "Slow down on us, Mississippi." Shout out to the Mississippi dudes. I like country guys. I ain't gonna. I do. I like the Southern guys.
Yeah, they be out there chopping wood and shit and wetting out and letting the
Yes,
bulls be tearing
indeed.
their ass up.
But see, you don't know what's going through his mind as he chopping that wood. Hell, he might be going crazy. I'm going here. She said this. I'm gonna go in here and chop this. You never know. I'm enjoying looking at him because I be talking shit and then I be okay. I do. But he might be out there chopping wood and something, his mind might be messed up. Because it's a lot of people off their rockers these days. I think it's something they putting in the water and the food that's making people crazy.
Nah, man, people were fucked up anyway.
You think so?
I
It's
think,
running through the family.
yeah.
But back in the day, you always had one little person in your family that was a little off, that stayed in the back room. But it's really
That
weird.
ain't about five. That was about five. Shit can't keep up. I'm just bullshit. Yeah,
But now
but
it's a lot of folks out there rockers. I ain't never seen nothing like this before.
see,
That's
but
why I say I think it's in the food and the water. And I'm serious. This is something they doing to keep folks on medicine.
yeah, cause see now see back then they getting money for it. Now the money ain't flowing through this. Now people really don't give a damn no more. I hate to say it like that, but that's where we at, people. That's the truth.
It's really sad. He said this. Yeah, it's in the air. Because I'm gonna tell y'all something. When I caught the cold to the vid, I had not been nowhere but in my house. Y'all, I had not been nowhere but in my house.
Well, you
That's
know,
why when I was getting sick, and it almost took me up out of here, I was like, I know I don't got it because I
what,
ain't been around nobody. It was in
what,
the air.
what can I say this on the channel?
Yeah.
Well, they drive the planes around and drop the chemtrails in the earth.
Yeah, that's true. You
My
absolutely right.
daddy,
That's
my pops was in the military. I'm military brat. So they put me on game all that. They dropped the chemtrails in the earth to purposely fuck up the community.
Prince tried to expose it. He says when they dropped them Kim to the trails,
Mm-hmm.
them Kim to the trails, that that he said, you notice like people start acting funny, like people outside and they get along, and then all of a sudden they just start fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Prince was trying to expose it.
Yeah, and they exposed him. He's laying.
Yeah, and they ended up taking him out.
Yeah, but only the military dropped the chemtrail. People.
Hmm.
They fly
There
the
was an
planes real
FBI
fast.
agent. There's an FBI agent. He's passed away. That they poisoned him. My mentor, the person that trained me, he is a retired FBI agent. He worked up under him,
Mm-hmm.
and he started exposing it. There's a video of him exposing it.
Now that's why they got him out. They get him out of the.
Hmm.
I know it.
They
We
got him out
know.
of it. They poisoned him.
Yeah, we know because he was talking to my. Yeah, the military does that purposely, y'all. They drop the chemtrails in the black community. They make it their mission. It be in the earth. You don't see it. It's in the earth. The military does it. And how they trick you and they tell you they doing that just random little exercise, but the whole time they dropping chemtrails in there.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. I was riding down, and we have to say Kim to the trails.
Oh my
Kim to
bad.
the
Yeah, that way.
I was riding down, and I know they was putting some Kim to the trails. I just felt like it was. I was riding down Elvis Presley. I was right there at Whitehaven Plaza. You know where that Whitehaven Plaza is, where that Save a Lot is. I was like, dog, it was. I mean, the plane was so low. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, dog, that plane looked like it's getting ready to fall out there. I never seen a plane down that low before. I promise to God. It went from there as I got further down Elvis Presley to Twinkletown, where my mother lives at. The plane was flying low over those houses. I promise to God. I said, God, and it just, I don't know why it came to my mind. I said, I believe that plane being that low, it might as well had got on the damn ground and just been riding around like the cars. It was so low. I said, God, if that plane is releasing any Kim to the trails, let that motherfucker blow up and kill everybody in there and save your people.
Well, I'm glad I wasn't on flight, whatever that was. Yeah. She don't be playing, boy. She be praying and cussing you out, getting you fucked up all at the same time.
You know how I get mad.
And yeah, so she gonna cuss you out, pray for you, and get you fucked up all at the same time. Welcome to Real Talk with Sample, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God. Because you would think that the people that, and you're right. And that's what Agent Granderson was saying. He was like, what is wrong with the people in the military? You got families.
Yeah, yeah. Only the military gonna release the Kim to the trail, ladies and gentlemen. And how they trick you is they tell you they just going on military exercise. The whole time they polluting your earth like a motherfucker about to fuck you up in the workforce.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a military brat, I can tell you that. Yes, sir.
Well, I had a hot flash when I was thinking about that. Ooh, it just makes me mad. But I think that's what's going on because we've never seen mental to the illness as much as we do now, and
Yes,
and,
we
and it's
have.
sad. And people really have to have that those meds to function right.
Yes,
And like I
we have.
said, and you think about it now, like even with me, I had never dealt with, like, I know people go through stuff. Even when I had my children, I didn't go through no postpartum. I didn't. Because even back then, like I was really on a health kick. Like after I had my kids, I went right on back down to my 130 pounds. And I think like if you notice, like when you start eating some of this junk food, how you start getting agitated, how you start getting tired and unmotivated, the stuff that they put in the sweets and all of that, like um yeah, it's really sad. Like even like I think when my and it had a lot to do because like I feel so much better now that I do a lot of fasting, um that I eat healthier now, because I do take the shot, but because I don't be hungry, but I just feel the difference. Like I never even thought, and I think it was because I started gaining weight and eating just bad foods. Like after my dad died, I didn't think that I would have, bouts of depression for that long. You know what I mean? Because even like when my grandmother passed away, now I've always been the type that when something happens, I can't deal with it. If I know it's gonna hurt me, I can't deal with it right then and there. And that's not a real good thing because then I end up dealing with it like later on. That and you'll crash out. You have to deal. At some point you have to deal with. Damn, I'm trying to. You have to process it. I can't process stuff that I know is gonna hurt me immediately. Okay, I can't process it. I have to push it. I'll deal with that later because when I know that some time has gone by, I've healed a little bit. I put some distance in it. Then now I can deal with it. Because if I deal with something immediately, especially when it comes to like death and matters of the heart and stuff like that, I can't deal with it at that point. I can't process it. So what I have to do is I have to shut it out. That's my way of coping with stuff. And that's not necessarily a good thing because when my grandmother passed away, my grandmother had passed away in March. She passed away in February. She passed away February 24th. And then she was buried on my daughter's birthday. And I almost didn't go to the funeral because that was gonna make it real. And my mama came in and was like, please do it for me. So I went to because my grandmother helped to raise me. I couldn't believe that my grandmother was passed away. So at that time, I was working at the sheriff's office and I was working in the chief's office, and I always put up everybody's death notice. And so I remember the chief kept saying to me, when are you going to put up your grandmother's death notice so that I can make sure the officers and stuff be at the funeral to support you? And I kept saying, I'm going to put it up. And he was like, I keep, like some days went by. He was like, you haven't put up her notice. I said, Chief, I'm unable to put up my grandmother's notice because I don't want to have to walk by and look at it because that makes it real. Like I'm used to putting up everybody else's death notice, family members' death notice, but when I put my grandmother's death notice up, I don't want to have to walk by and look at and see my grandmother's name up there as being deceased. I had not processed it at that point. And it was still like I think people thought I was gonna be like when she passed at her funeral, people thought that I was going to how people act. I was really calm, and I don't know, it was just easier because St. Francis killed her. I don't recommend nobody take their loved one to St. Francis Hospital, but I didn't process that my grandmother had passed away really until probably Christmas time because of that year, because that was her favorite time of the year. And during that whole time for about a year, I never could go. I always went like around Jackson. I went around Jackson. I couldn't go around the expressway where the St. Francis Hospital was at. I couldn't.
Yeah,
I just couldn't. I couldn't drive by that hospital.
yeah, Saint. I don't know about Saint Francis, but Memphis North is another one of the worst hospitals in the city. If you go there,
It's over.
You should be planning your funeral if you go to Memphis North. Let me tell you that,
I'm
right?
gonna tell you what they did. My mother had said, don't when y'all feed her food, don't let her feed herself because she had been, choking. Of course, I was at work, my mama was at work, and I remember they couldn't get in touch with my mom. So I remember the lady called me and there was an urgency. But anyways, what happened was they gave her food and left her to eat it, to feed herself. And she choked and passed out. We really should have sued them. And
Mm,
when they came in, she was passed out. No telling, she just never recovered. She really almost just went brain dead. She had been there, no telling for how long, not breathing. Um, and I just really get mad every time I think about it. She would be in her 80s now. Will she still be here with us? I don't know. But I just don't like stuff like that. Because I feel like she still would have had. Shut up! Shit. I feel like she would have still had some time with us.
right.
Even if it wasn't much time,
It's a little time.
God had came and just, if she had just, God came and got her on his own, that's different. That's different. I could accept that, but I still cannot accept, and I don't talk about it no more because it's just easier for me not to talk about it. But I just still cannot accept that they did what we asked them not to do, and she was in there passed out, and then she went all that time without breathing and basically went brain dead. I cannot accept that.
Yeah, that is foul. That's foul. But that's Memphis Hospital for you. But if you go to Memphis North for sure, you might
Oh,
well have
that's Methodist North. That's the morgue.
yeah, you might well have your funeral arrangement ready because you ain't
Mm-hmm.
like when come back after not alive. You ain't.
That's
And
the morgue.
you're gonna be cold as hell if you go to Memphis North.
They can't cure nobody up in there anyways. Because my friend, that's an investigator, said he used to get so many cases of wives and stuff. Them doctors in there don't be they be in there going together. They can't cure nobody. That's why everybody come up and they
Yeah, you go out to the promised land for sure if you go on the Memphis North. Yo, you better have your insurance ready and your heart was better be right with God. 'Cause you ain't never if you go to Memphis North. I ain't just talking to scare nobody. I'm just keeping it real.
Holiday Track says it's 100. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all hit the like button for me. We was talking about Stan G, and Stan G is out of jail. I'm glad Stan G out of jail.
Yeah, I'm glad he out of jail too. I'm glad God intervened there because it was gonna get bad.
Yeah, I
In
think
my
it was
opinion,
gonna
it was
be
gonna
ugly.
get bad.
I think it was gonna be bad too, Cypress. I do too.
I think it was gonna get real bad because the direction you were going out wasn't no good ending coming from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, y'all, we're gonna go back to Stan G. I wanted to talk about Tyler Perry's Accuser speaks out, and he says that as it relates to Tyler Perry, he says that actor Derek Dixon says the process of bringing his recent bombshell lawsuit for sexual harassment and assault against Atlanta entertainment mogul Tyler Perry has been terrifying. But in the first interview since filing the $260 million claim against Perry in Los Angeles Superior Court on June 13th, he says he felt compelled to speak out because I couldn't just let him get away with this. He said everyone deserves to go to work and do their job without their boss trying to have sex with them. Dixon says, my goal is to help ensure that the next generation of actors and creatives don't have to choose between their dreams and their dignity. Dixon, an actor in his late 30s, also appeared in 85 episodes of Perry's BET series, The Ovals, that aired between 2021 and 2025. alleges in the lawsuit that Perry made several unwanted sexual advances towards him, including one in which the producer pinned him against the wall and groped him, and another in which Perry snuck into his bed. Dixon has accused Perry of engaging in a pattern of exploiting male actors in the productions and using his power in the entertainment industry to harass employees. In a statement, Matthew Boyd, a lawyer for the 55-year-old mogul, called Dixon an individual who got close to Tyler Perry for what now appears to be nothing more than setting up a scam. Tyler will not be shaken down, and we are confident these fabricated claims of harassment will fail, Boyd said. Dixon, who answered the Hollywood Reporter's questions by email, described first meeting Perry in Atlanta in 2019 when he was working in an event coordinator as an event coordinator for a company, Legendary Events, that was organizing the opening party for Tyler Perry Studios. At the same time, Dixon, who was sporadically acting and writing in theater in Atlanta, says he knew Perry only as the creator of Madea movies. Dixon said that Perry singled him out in the crowd and event staff and asked him to get on the stage so he could check the lighting, and then asked Dixon if he was an actor. I said yes, but not really right now, Dixon said. And he said, yes, you are. I can tell. At the end of the event, Perry and Dixon exchanged numbers, and Perry began texting Dixon the next day, asking, so, who are you? What's the dream? What do you want to do? Perry offered Dixon an opportunity to audition for the part of a character named Dale in his series Ruthless, a spinoff of the White House set drama The Oval, created under Perry's overall deal with Viacom CBS. Perry ultimately cast Dixon in the part. At that point, Dixon, who is an out gay man, did not know that Perry was interested in men and that he was looking for a sexual relationship. Dixon's complaint says about a year after this, in December of 2020, Perry would announce on Instagram that he and his longtime girlfriend, Jalila Bakili or something, with whom he shares a now 10-year-old son, had broken up. I'm not going to speak for him on how he identifies sexually, said Dixon. Regardless of his sexual orientation or gender, he should not be speaking to any of his employees, rather they be men or women, gay, straight, or bisexual, about their sexual preferences, how often they're having sex, and physically assaulting them. That is too long. Let me tell y'all something. Stuff like that happen. I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all ain't going to believe this. People do it. Some people are sick. I told y'all about the preacher that scratched me in my hand. A big time preacher, one of the biggest in Memphis. I ain't say his name, Cypress.
The barking tree. I know who you're talking about.
He scratched me in my hand. And then there was this other preacher. How should I say it? That he was a pervert too.
All pastors are perverts. Stop it. We know what's going on. See, they just try to use them preaching them to cover up. Them niggas perverts. They ain't barking and jumping over trees and that.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. I believe that Tyler Perry was doing that, and Tyler Perry just needs to go on and come out the closet. They say that I don't think him and any woman that he's ever been with. I think that he used them as a beard. They get paid. Ain't nothing going on. He the lady that had the baby for him was artificially inseminated or whatever with his sperm, and because he don't want to be with no woman. It's obvious. But what he needs to do is he don't need to be a predator in Hollywood with these actors.
But here's the thing. Hollywood don't like drug addicts and predators. See, you can be it's shit like the army. Like you can go in Hollywood and be the biggest freak you want to be. Along with it, because once it come out to the public, then they gotta look down on you like they didn't know, but the whole time they know. Long as you making money for them, they gonna cover it up.
Mm-hmm.
Same way with Puff. Puff been this way for over 20, 25 years. I know. As long as he was making money for them, they would cover it up. As soon as he stopped making money for them or go against anything they got to say, they come out. That's the way Hollywood is. Like they want you to sit on them casting couches. They push for it.
Mm-hmm.
But soon as it get out to the public, like they already know what you own. Because they you done been on them casting couches, so they know what's up. They know who gonna go. They already know what's up. Soon as it comes to the public, now they gotta save face. Now they gotta look down on you. But the whole time they been covering up the whole time. Save face because you making money. Harvey
Mm-hmm.
Weinstein, prime example. They been knowing what he been doing for years. First time he don't do
Mm-hmm.
what they want him to do. Now he getting a life sentence. That's how we go.
Well, it seemed like to me, like all of the ones you start to see in the news, see the elites own the media. They can a lot of this stuff. So they protect those that's in good. Because, like for years, you remember R. Kelly had been, people talked and there was whispers and stuff about Tyler, what's his name? Not Tyler Perry, but R. Kelly being a pervert for many years, right? But the elites protected him. As soon as he stopped he wanted to come off of the plantation and want to get smart about his funds, his money. They said the nerve of this nigga to ever think that even though he's the talented one, the nerve of him to ever think that he can question us about stealing from him. And so
Yeah,
I think what they do is they show them how to do this stuff. They tell them it's okay. Uh, they teach them how to do these things in Hollywood, so that's why they know where all of the skeletons are. They
they
watch
know.
these elites do this, and then for some reason, instead of resisting, they indulge in this, taking advantage. But I feel like God is tearing down Hollywood so he could build it back up right. The music industry so he could build it back up right. Do you know how many talented people there are, talented rappers, talented R&B singers that can run circles, and actors and actresses and playwriters that can run circles around a lot of these people, but they got integrity. They're not willing to go sleep with a damn dog. Let me tell you something. That girl Lisa Nicole Carson, who played in the movie, she's been on a lot of movies. She's a pretty black girl, a pretty black woman, that is. She was in the movie Eve's Bayou as Miss I can't think of her name. She was having an affair with Samuel L. Jackson. And she was also in the movie Life. She's been in a lot of movies. She was in Ally McBeal series and all that. But anyways, they said that Lisa Nicole Carson developed is it Lisa Nicole Carson? She developed bipolar. She became bipolar. What's her name? Let's see. Ally McBeal, actors. I don't think it's Lisa Nicole Carson. Her name was, yes, it is Lisa Nicole Carson. Everybody remembers her. She became bipolar. Hollywood made her crazy, right? And she was in Jason's Lyric, and she became crazy because what they did was, she was being on the casting couch. What the devil, each and every time the devil make it more and more sadistic, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so they said what they did was they this time they had her to, I don't know if she was high or what. They had her to do some bestiality stuff with a dog. And they recorded it and they sent it around to different people within the industry, and it ran her crazy. It ran her crazy. And I believe it. It's so sad though. I don't know if she was ever on drugs, but what would make a person want to do something like that just for a movie?
Because
Why?
I don't know. Because some people do anything because they don't want a regular job. See, that what my boy did, Sherman Howard. So he got tired of Hollywood. And that nigga went to Texas and lived his life out. He want no more Hollywood.
Yeah, she was in and Jason's lyrics. Short Jason's lyrics. That's my favorite movie. I love that movie. I love those kind of love stories. Those hood love stories.
Yeah, they show you how to be a real. Yeah.
It's not. Listen. All of the the hood dudes that I dated were soft. I mean, they weren't. I'm not saying they were. I'm just saying like their guards was
I
down with me.
mean, I mean, yeah, ain't nothing wrong with being soft for your woman to a certain extent, man. But you know what I'm saying? On some real peace shit, you know what I'm saying? You gotta show her, you know what I'm saying? You the one with the balls in this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to be soft for your woman from time to time. But at the same time, you gotta let her know, look, baby, look here. You better dress in this shit. I'm the one with the balls in this shit. You know that you gotta get with the program.
Nola girl says, I don't know if she was in. I don't know if she was in Players Club. I don't know. I don't think she was. I don't remember seeing her in Players Club. Holiday Track says they gotta have something over your head. Yeah, I hate that. They said that's what ran her crazy. And we see how Puffy did with Cassie, right? He started texting all of the 50 Cent and all of them. Um the video. That's how sick they are. Videos of Cassie and all of that. And see when they are high and stuff, they get them to do anything. I
Yeah.
think.
Nikolai, he out right now, but you can always contribute to whatever you got going on, though, Nikolai. You
Yeah,
know?
he's out, and you can still and y'all can still send Stan G a cash out.
Yeah, man, support the homie, man. He going through something, man.
I forget what he said his cash app was. Anybody know what Stan G's cash app is? I don't know what it is.
Man, I can call that nigga and get it.
Call him and ask him.
I'm not gonna call him from my other phone, too.
A Holiday Track says as long as she can listen when shit get real. Yeah. Nikolai Sprinkler says wasn't sure if he could get his cash app. Oh, okay. Wasn't sure if he could get
Hold
his
on,
cash app.
hold on.
Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button for me. Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe.
That fast man, yeah, he might be able to pop out. Hold on, Angie.
He might be on Pop Austin.
Oh, I got my Bluetooth.
All True Results was asking how he could support and make sure Sanji got it. Well, he could just send it straight to his Cash App now.
Angie! Oh, he picked up that nigga hung up. Hold on, let me call the nigga back.
Y'all hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, please do hit the like button. I would appreciate that so much. I'm surprised I ain't seen Steven in here today. And another thing, Steven normally texts me. I promise to God he texts me every single day.
Well, he died today.
Yeah, he hadn't texted me not one time today. I'm shocked. Steven texts me every day, several times a day.
Yo,
What up, bro?
what's your cash app, Angie?
My cash up is old mine 369.
Alright,
Old mine 369.
alright, I guess.
Alright.
Yeah, she was in the movie Life. Y'all make sure y'all support Stan G.
I'm gonna drop a cash app in the chat right now. Y'all make sure y'all salute to the brother Stang G, man. Yeah, his cash app is in the chat right now.
It's Old Man 369. Y'all make sure y'all support it. I know it's got to be a terrible thing when you're in need of when you're in need. It could be of anything. If you can support, please do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, hey nigga, like what ain't nobody that it ain't not too many people that Cypress TV can't get on the phone, man. All I gotta do is hit them up.
Can you get God on the phone? I would like to interview him.
No, God ain't gonna do no interview. I can get him on the phone if I really just want to talk to him, but God is kind of next well, he picking up the phone. Now,
Well, he stay in the bushes over here all the time. How come he don't want me to interview him?
I don't know. You gotta ask him that. Y'all run the lights up.
And he can't tell me what I can and can't ask him.
How long, man? Well, cause I know what you going. We know what you going. Wait. We know what you gonna answer. Why y'all do that to dog? I
They
know.
said get Glorilla on the phone.
I don't count. But I can get it. I can get God on the phone. I just been a press issue. Ain't nothing to make some calls. Get him on the phone. But I just don't want to talk. Cause I don't want. I don't want. I don't want. I don't want to be tired, yeah. I don't want nothing. I don't want no smoke with these people, man. Leave me alone, bitch. I'm chilling. I just want my alkaline water and I'm chilling. What's your nigga lie?
He said if she a Leo, she sent from God. That's the God's truth.
Uh,
I rep my sign all day. Because it's so I don't know who wrote those zodiac signs, but that's definitely my personality as it relates to a Leo all day, every day.
mm, I don't know. I guess I don't know but too much about them sides, man.
I have to say, I mean, it could just be coincidental, but I think that when I think about like, because one of my children is a Cancer, emotional. I dated a Cancer guy, emotional, but had the damn nerve to be a cheater. He was a cool guy though. He was a good guy. He was a Cancer. Um, I dated a Pisces that was emotional and a real sensitive. Pisces is real sensitive. My other daughter is sensitive. I have a Pisces. Geminis are just crazy. You know, I think that is true. Geminis have two different personalities, bipolar.
Oh my
Look, somebody gonna say, I'm
god.
a Gemini. I ain't like that. People try to say that about Leos. They try to say we bossy. I'm so far from. I am so not
Well,
bossy.
that trash, if she a Leo, she sent from God. Okay, we gonna pray.
Leos are the best. You better get you one.
I know, I pay. I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
What's your zodiac sign,
I'm,
Cypress?
I'm Virgo, man.
Virgos are more fun and playful and all of that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I need somebody that's gonna be fun and playful, like not stuck up and always mad. Like, hey man, we gotta have fun with this life. Cause once it's over, you don't get another shot at this shit. You gotta enjoy.
I dated A Libra. I don't know what to say about a Libra. They just cheats all the time. Just Flatfoot likes to cheat. And Rose says she's a Libra. I'm talking about the Libra men. Nola Girl says Leos are egotistical hustlers. Really? I don't know why people think that Leos have egos. I'm so not egotistical. People
Uh,
don't even know I'm very shy and reserved. Like if you catch me off of here, I don't talk. I sit by myself. I sit off by myself. I'm real quiet. I'm real shy. I always have been.
I ain't gonna lie, okay. That's a workplace.
He said, "What about a Libra? They likes to cheat all the time."
Mm. One, hey, let me say something. I'm gonna start some shit, man. Y'all talking about cheap.
She said, "Libra men are different." I dated this Sagittarius a long time ago, and he was a lot. He was like 12 years older than me. He probably would have been good for me. Yes, Nola girl, all day, every day.
Oh,
Um, he probably would have been good for me. He was really responsible. But I was too he was ready to try to I was too young. I was 30 and he was 42. I was just getting my freedom. I'm talking about I was just getting my freedom around that time from my mama and grandmama
good God bless.
because I had moved out. I don't recommend people being 30, but I tried to do it to my girls, but they wouldn't let me. I wanted them to be 30. I moved out and then my grandma was like, "I think you should just move back home. When you got those girls, you don't need to pay
Hmm.
no rent." You don't need to pay no rent. You don't need to. And that was not a good idea because everybody thought that they was the mama. Everybody did. Everybody thought that they were the mama. My mama, like when the my girls would do something, my mama would to keep me from getting at them. She'll go and lock up in her room with them and lock the door to keep me from spanking their little butts. So I just did not. I don't recommend that. People need their own stuff. So it was
Mm-hmm.
so hurtful when I moved out though, because my grandma and my mama was crying. I was like, "Dog, I'm 30 years old. I need to go again." And they was like, "You still got those kids?" I said, "Well, now they could talk. They're big girls now, so they could talk." And,
Mm-hmm.
and so what he tried to do was he was trying to tie me down. I was like, I just got free. I mean, it had its benefits because my mom, my grandma, and my dad and them always took real good care of us. Nikolai says, I only got issues with Sagittarius women for trying to run and corral shit, and Gemini women for shifty bipolar tendencies. I don't know, Gemini, Sagittarius men are clingy. They cheats though. They're cheaters too. So I guess every zodiac sign they cheats.
I
But
got you, fella.
Sagittarius men are more clingy.
I don't like clingy women. No sir.
Ain't nothing wrong with clingy. She just
Hey,
let you
she
know that
can
she
be.
just let you know she likes you.
No, she can't be clingy with me. I need a thug.
Well, if I can't be clingy with a man that I really like, I don't want him. I'm
No.
clingy and I'm clingy. If I can't be clingy and toxic with him, I don't want him.
Hey, fellas. Hey, just remember, Cypress told you. No, nothing cheap better than a woman, man. Nothing in the world cheap better than a woman. Nothing.
He said my last Sagittarius woman was. I'm telling you, they clingy and then they just got the nerve to cheat. Listen, y'all. When I used to be out doing investigations on infidelities, I did not like it when men came to me to when their women cheated. I didn't like it, even though I'm a woman. It was always hard to catch a woman cheating. It was see, I could we could always establish a trail on a man within a day or two, because men are creatures of habit. We had a hard time dealing with them women. I promise you we did.
Mm. Yeah, 'cause the women know how to cheat.
Yeah, women know how to cheat. We
And
know how to do it.
yeah, tell us about it. Yeah, we know. Yes, sir. That cheat better than the woman. I'm trying to swear to God.
Cypress, who keep knocking you into the backstage?
I don't know. I'm trying to read these comments. Rolls or something. Yeah,
Yeah, but they knock you in the backstage. You didn't knock yourself back there.
nothing cheat better than the woman, man. I know I'm right. Chat.
That's because women know how to do it. The only time women get caught is when they get old crazy man that want to tell it. Because some of the men get mad and they will tell it.
For sure will. Or they have you around at the family get together. So that's why I don't go to that shit. But look, and they had you around. This my brother always had the side nigga the whole time. Y'all chilling and man, look, man, keep y'all trusting God and not in these women, boy. They slick.
Mm. I was thinking about one time my crazy cousin had a men to tell women will too. When men start getting when uh men get caught because men don't pay attention to stuff. They'll have women that will take lipstick and shit and hide it in in their armrest thing, you know. And so their wife gets to, because women go through stuff, get to, baby, this ain't my damn lipstick. They start leaving stuff. Um,
I hate
and
when they
start
do that.
leaving trail. Women do that all the time when they want for whoever it is that a man is with to start finding out about some stuff.
I hate when they do that. I hate when women do that. They be want to leave shit. Man, don't leave that shit around me. I'm gonna throw that shit away. Cause my other job pull I'm throwing that shit away. I'm telling you. Hell no, man. Hey, fellas, don't be letting them leave. Nothing to have reason to come back. Don't fall for that shit. That's the bait. Tamara, you know I had a woman do me like that before.
No, what?
I'm trying to leaving her shit at my house, trying to have reason to come back. Like,
What was wrong with her leaving her stuff at your house?
hell no, I got a girl.
Well, she ain't had no damn business there if you had a girl.
Look, true story. I can talk about it now because I ain't with now one but shout out to my ex that popped up today. She married now, you know what I'm saying? Salute to her. So one night, I'm at the crib, you know what I'm saying? I ain't knowing that like my little John should come by the hell like more like when she get out of work. So we had been into it, whatever, so I had one of my little other jobs at there. Also typical, you know what I'm saying, hood nigga shit, you know what I'm saying? I got another chick over so then you can ready to leave. So I had forgot that she had left and she be like my ex kinda pulled 'cause my the gal I fought with at the time, she pulled up and shit. So I don't know, I think somebody had told her. Kind of she came and how she did something that she don't normally do, Tamara. You hear me?
What she do?
She get to looking in closet, looking all about the I was like, what you looking for? She like, I thought it was a woman. Like, man, I'm glad I threw that shit away. 'Cause I was just,
Somebody probably did tell her. Somebody had tipped her off.
I think so. Cause when she got there, she did something. Saying, I was just sitting on the bed, and just sitting on the side of the bed, I'm like, and then I was just thinking about shit. I'm just sitting on the side of the bed. I normally don't be home like that, but this particular time I was at home. Sitting on top of the bed, she in the house doing her normal shit when she come to the house with a mirror. So I ain't thinking about it. She get to looking in the closet. I'm like, man, I'm thinking something. Yeah, man, throw that shit away if a woman leaves some shit. They try to get you jammed up, especially when they know you got a woman.
And they don't even really be wanting you. They just be wanting to see if they can sometimes to break up your. But what women need to understand is if a man already got somebody, don't deal with him. If a woman got somebody, don't deal with him. Not unless because people can do what they want to. Not unless you don't plan on being with them. You're just messing around. And I wouldn't recommend that. But if you're planning on being with them, I wouldn't recommend that because I mean, you already see what that person will do. They cheat. They'll leave somebody for you. They'll leave you for somebody.
Yeah, I like when they leave. When they, they look better going than coming in the motherfucker way. I love it.
A lot of them do. I'm telling you, they look better going.
Yeah, yeah, I'm a Memphis nigga. I ain't got no credit in the world. I'm gonna tell you, look, baby, you look better going than coming anyway. God damn it, that's
Oh,
what you can do.
Cypress, that's a defense mechanism. We already know you don't want them to go.
Huh?
You said you a one night hit and quit. Cypress, you know it ain't easy to hit and quit no Memphis woman. They crazy.
Who fucking with all the crazy niggas gonna fuck with some Memphis? Well, I'm crazy,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm Memphis. What you mean? I'm a Memphis woman. You talk about all the crazy men deal with Memphis women. I'm a Memphis woman.
I hey man, look. Yeah, I mean some good Memphis women, man, but like some of they just ain't fit to be fucked with, y'all. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's, it's some good hard working women in Memphis. So yeah, some of
Nikolai said he got his dog trained and let him know if people worth his time. His
I
dog
would.
senses intentions and energy. Oh wow.
Well, guess what? Ain't nobody gonna be worth your time. If that's the case, nigga. Left.
This is Cypress. You done stepped in it now. Cypress,
Always.
y'all. Cypress, trust me when I say Cypress ain't did. Ain't no Cypress ain't did all he said, and he ain't had Cypress. You ain't never had no woman to bust a bottle over your head. Did you ever? Those women that you was cheating with, were they Memphis women?
Uh, maybe one or two of them. I didn't deal with a lot of Memphis women. I was always
Well,
on
that's why you was able to do what you do,
I was
what you
yeah.
did.
I ain't deal with a lot of men. Well, I might have had one or two in high school, and later on in life, probably two, three more to the maybe five to the most I probably deal with. Probably two out of the five I actually really like. Rest of them, God damn it, they look better going than coming. God damn.
and Rose, and Rose says, "I heard Memphis men wants to take ladies' money and not give. Is that true, Cypress? I heard some.
Hey man, I don't know if that's I don't know. I don't know if it might be man. Hey man, we at a different time now, so goddamn it might be.
It might be like that now. But it was not like that before. And I'm talking about like dudes that's hood dudes, street dudes. They took care of their women. I don't know what these little twerps doing now. It's something ain't right.
See, this is the thing with Memphis. Well, I can speak on Memphis women behalf. If a couple out of town women do that too. See, the roles have reversed in relationship. See, women like men who gonna be
Need them.
yeah, need them, but them ain't. See, the crazy part about it is them ain't even the men they want, but because they need them and they can control them, they have to deal with them because they know ain't no real man gonna deal with that shit. That's why it's so much domestic violence and women getting killed and leave unalive, leaving their goddamn kids. Because you
Cypress,
want, I'm
just
telling
slow
you that,
down, Cypress. That's
but
dirty to say.
but then I'm telling the damn truth. That's why it's so much domestic violence on the rise. These women get unalive because they want to stick around with these men that they control, and because they know the men need them, and then when they don't want the men no more, the men take their ass out of here because
Because he
and
feel
that's
like
the
that.
truth.
She leaving me to figure everything out myself.
Yeah. So now your ass got to go and leave all these kids behind for somebody else. It's sad. I don't like saying it, but Lord knows it's the truth. And then later on down the line, they want husbands and good men, but you know what's all your time letting this nigga put babies in you that he ain't taking care of, and that you gotta ask people to help you with this and that, and don't nobody want to be bothered with you, don't want to see you coming or your damn kid, cause y'all begging for some of these, huh? People tired of it. And that's how it know, and it be a tragic end to it. And next thing you know, they have kids to grow up and repeat the same cycle as them. Daughters go through the same shit because that's what they saw. It's sad, but it's true.
Yeah, that's true. Ladies, the special type of piece of shit to want a woman to take care of him. Most men, even if they can't do it at some point, they don't feel comfortable. They feel that they don't feel comfortable with eating off of a woman. It takes a special kind of sorry to even allow that.
But see, that's what these women, well, not all women, because I want y'all jumping down my neck tonight. Let me explain this. Not all women, but some women, especially these younger women. They want the thrill of being the thug nigga who they got to give all their money to and this and that. But that's gonna become a problem down the line because your kids grow up seeing this nigga do that. 9 times out of 10, it ain't the baby dad, he been gone out the picture. But it it's sad. They want somebody that they can control and he gonna go with it because she got a crib and his mom and them tired of him sleeping on her goddamn couch. So, you know, it's bad, man.
Yeah, but that's because women don't. A lot of women don't know who they are.
What you mean they don't know who they are on the inside?
Hmm.
Well, they don't know who they is because they seen their mama get took down there through there by niggas who that mean them no good. All that shit is repeating cycle. You go from the mama to the daughter, and now get what? The granddaughter end up being just like it's sad, man. I'm feeling good tonight, y'all.
Yeah,
But yeah,
what you drinking on your alkaline water?
yes, 9.5 pH. That's what I
Thank
want.
you, Crystal, for becoming a member.
Oh yeah. Thanks for
Thank you,
becoming.
Crystal.
Thank you for becoming a member. Praise the Lord. But if you just so happen to upgrade to the platinum right now, you just never know. You might strike gold if you upgrade to the platinum right now.
I'm curious to
Or
see
leave it at
did she what kind of membership did she get?
probably broad. But yeah, upgrade to the platinum right now. You just never know. Limited time on it right now. Real talk with time. We got specials going on the platinum membership right now.
Thank you, Miss Crystal. She's talking about she pre all the way. For sure. I'm definitely PRE all the way. I love what Young Dolph represented. I love what his artists represent. And I love what he built and left behind, the legacy. And his life was interrupted unjustly. Absolutely.
Well, Crystal, you might ain't gonna like this on your introduction to being a member, but I like what your God represents. It
Oh Lord.
represents greatness first and now minute. You feel?
How he represent greatness. He God ought to be ashamed of himself. He made North Memphis. He made the North Memphis dudes that's really real hustlers and street dudes that's about getting money. He made them look bad. He misrepresented North Memphis when he want to go and kill a man because he jealous of his success and about a woman. Them real North Memphis hustlers ain't with that.
Whoa, this might be a different live camera. You really coming? You just stop playing Stan G. Better watch himself when he gets out. He's at a state that big head and them trying to reach. Oh, Quit probably got something set up for. Keep talking, Crystal. You might tell us something. You
She said,
keep
"Stop
talking.
playing." She lying. Stan better watch himself when he gets out, and he's in the state that Big Head and them trying to relocate to. Stop playing. Who lying?
But she said, Quit probably got something set up for his. Whoa, Crystal, so you think Quit got something set up for my boy old
Well,
man?
Crystal, I hope Quit don't have nothing set up for him. I think Quit got enough on his plate. I don't think quit trying to fight what's in front of him. He's looking at a life sentence. I don't think Quit would try to do anything to Stan G, knowing that the police and the feds are already looking at him and just line himself up for a death penalty. I don't think he would do that. Quit got kids and stuff.
Shout out to bed with Quit. I gotta make a bed sometime that we quit. So I'm gonna holler at you, Quit. I'm gonna get so Stang, you let them know I'm gonna come make a bed or something soon, Stang. I know you listening in the bush. Shout out to my man, Stanley Gomez. So, so Crystal. So Crystal, can you tell us why you believe so Crystal, can you tell us why you believe that Quit got something? I mean, cause you said it. I'm just asking the question. Why you think Quay got South set up for him, Miss Crystal, if you don't mind me asking? A question, since you brought it up, I'm nosy, I'm asking the question.
She said that sounds really weird that he's in Texas and was just arguing with Quit Big Head and them, like to set up people, Rose.
Y'all know what? I'm liking this live tonight, Tamara. That's crazy. Cause we wasn't even expecting none of this to pull up, but since we here, I will get some popcorn and stuff.
So Crystal, are you saying you think that Quet is trying to line up Stan G? Crystal, you think that Quet is trying to get some people to kill Stan G? Is that what you're saying? What's up, the reality?
Shout out to Nephew. What's up, reality? Big pressure. He might want Stan G to be a share, man. They can do a lot of interviews. Big pressure. Shout out to Big
Hold on,
Pressure.
I'm trying to go back to uh, Crystal. Stop playing. She lying. You said stop playing. She lying. Stop playing. Who lying? Who are you talking about? Crystal says, "Yep," and quit mad. That's why he called Stan. He mad because he knows Stan is on point with what he thinks. Squizzle says, "Who in their right mind would take a hit for Govan if he?" y'all, y'all something. Lord have mercy. Mm.
Man, them folks had me laughing. They said they went to that man and he said, man, go talk to be a master. I got bed with quit to run. Y'all gonna talk to be a master. I ain't got nothing to say right now. Huh. I got fans doing the run right now, goddamn. I got to run some boy money because I know y'all coming back, goddamn. Y'all better go talk to master. That happened. Hey, that was a smart shit.
Are you talking? Who you talking about? The young lady that was Stan G?
Yeah, she talking about the lady that was on Pop Austin last night.
Yeah, it was certain questions that she wasn't answering, and she
Yeah,
just didn't. It didn't sound. It just sound weird. Like I said, I'm kind of glad that he did go to jail because I think that something was intercepted. I really do.
well, me too. Great minds think alike. That's what they said, Sam. But yeah, yeah. Hey man, listen, y'all. I gotta tell it. Shout out to Chuck. I gotta tell it though. I seen the video. How you gonna be lying and ugly? How the hell do that work?
Oh my, oh my God, Lord have mercy. Mm. Lord Jesus,
Man, she built
have
up like
mercy.
she man, that one built up like she work at the goddamn warehouse for man, goddamn.
Well, I wonder was she the one that got him out from out of jail?
I got that. Not lying like that. She said, yes, I live here. And I know these fools are foul in hell. I hate it. Oh,
Oh, well, she said she live in Dallas. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that he hang around Dallas. He probably just need to stay in Austin.
and if you're listening, Stan G, on some real nigga shit, don't, whatever you do, bro, don't bring your ass to H-Town.
You think they trying to do something to him in H Town?
And I ain't gonna say that, but I don't trust a lot of this shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't try because I truly believe that was a act of God of him going because it was I don't know why I'm finna say this, y'all. I don't even know. And but I truly believe something tragic was gonna happen had he made it to H. So if you listening, bro, do not come to H Town. Is Crystal still in here? I don't know what happened with that. No, man, I ain't threatening. I can call him if I want to talk to him. I'm just saying he shouldn't come to H Town. This ain't got nothing to do with no threat on my behalf. I'm concerned because, and then she just coming here saying, well, she's saying this should raise antenna for everybody. Look, bro, it's all serious, bro. I know I joke a lot and I play a lot and I do all of that, but I don't think it's a good idea for Stan G to come to H Town. I just don't. That's just me. That's just me. I don't think it's wise for him to come to H Town. I don't. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna see. I'm different. I'm just gonna see it. I don't think it's a good idea for him to come to H Town. I don't. So whatever you do, bro, stay out. Stay the hell out of H Town. Don't come to H Town. Period.
Okay, y'all, I'm back.
She says Memphis is full of crooked ass police and people. Hey man, I agree with her on that.
It's crooked police everywhere.
Yeah, I agree with her on that. I don't like the police.
Yeah, but it's crooked police everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, we know that. But yeah, now I don't deal with okay. He told nigga like they ain't paying for the but it ain't the streets, Crystal.
Yeah, I'm sorry to be crunching in y'all ear.
She eating
It's
the
too
good
late
old
for me to cook,
she
so I'm
eating
just eating some of that. It's called that skinny popcorn.
yeah, my auntie used to have some of them clouds. I used to get all that shit out. Shut the counter top.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It says anywhere there are police 9 out of 10. All police are not crooked.
Yeah, all police ain't quick. Most of
Not most of them. It's just a few bad apples in the bunch that make the rest of them look bad. Well,
well, keep like
I tell y'all what we gotta do.
what we gotta do.
Y'all know how we can stop crooked police officers?
Now we ain't telling them. We ain't doing that.
I'm good. Hey, oh, this next part, I'm getting ready to tell y'all how we can stop crooked police officers. So, once we stop all this black on black crime and we stop killing each other, destroying our community and come together, people gonna see that they can't just come. The few police officers, because there's always a small percentage in every bunch. They'll start to straighten up once they see that we care about our own community and they can't just gun down innocent black man and get away with it, or woman. Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm telling me this is gonna take a turn tonight.
Why is that?
Because these comments is funny.
Right, wear body cams also. Mm-hmm.
Well, shout out to the Memphis police. So when I call y'all, leave me the hell alone. I eat my barbecue in peace. Hey, shout out to y'all. I just want to eat my barbecue in peace.
The Memphis police been, you got to talk about the Memphis police, but he had a whole department around him at all times.
Yeah, we here. Like I don't get that.
You don't get why he had a whole police department around him.
No, I don't get it.
Well, I get it because he's scared. Because he's scared. Ain't that right, Cypress?
Yeah, I mean, he wants to be protected. I just say that. I will say that. I don't think I could do it, but hey man, he's wrong.
Because he's scared.
Daddy was mad because they had all the police department at the goddamn trip front of him. Daddy was mad as hell.
But they had to have him there.
He said all the goddamn police is at the funeral.
Where it was some type of security risk.
Security risk for what? All you need is a couple good niggas with a good aim and a good trigger finger. Street niggas gonna shoot some shit. You don't need no whole bunch of
Well,
people.
the police weren't just there for nothing. There had to have been a threat somewhere. It must have been some type of threat.
They had a lot of police for dog too. Yeah, well, yeah. At Dolph, they had a lot of police there too, but it wasn't like how God and them had it, but it was a lot of police at Dolph.
Well, Gotti decided to hire more security and have snipers and stuff on top of the building. That was his doing. He decided he wanted to do that. And then they say he showed up in the ambulance.
Yeah, in the Sprunner. He had the Sprunner van with a bulletproof vest on.
Mm. Mm. It makes me think he doing all that. Did somebody say to him that they was gonna get him?
I'm quite sure the threat's been out there, and I'm quite sure he knows. Mm-hmm.
I said they had his funeral on Broad Street next to Christ Community Clinic.
Oh yeah. Dolph John, they had the John, yeah, right there by summer. Yeah, they had the whole John. You couldn't even come a certain amount of people that day. They had that for them.
I thought somebody said that he came to the funeral in an ambulance.
No, he was in a Sprunner van. He was in a Sprunner van.
Okay.
He had a bulletproof vest on the Sprunner van.
They said how he claimed to be gangster when he constantly hiding behind the police.
I don't know, man. I don't agree with all that police shit. I don't like all. I'm a hood nigga for real. Everywhere where the police showing on
But there are a lot of good police officers. There are some they protect and they serve, and you have the good federal agents that they just do a service, to our community. They're just awesome. That's how he went home. But yet, Juke had snipers, the whole MPD SWAT, you name it. What the hell was different from his funeral and Dolph's? What was different was I don't think that they were making threats at Dolph's family. See, what people don't understand is MPD was not Gotti's personal bodyguard. MPD had to protect and serve. There was some type of threat that was not spoken about, and so that's why they did that. It
I
was
wonder.
going to be a lot of people there,
I wonder who threatened him.
and then he hired his own security.
Man, I wouldn't be paying no whole lot of money on those security. Man, I'm a licensed shooter. I bet not. No, I ain't. I have to all security guy. I ain't having no whole. I ain't having no police around me. Not like that. No disrespect to the police, cause I don't want y'all
Well,
fucking.
here's the thing. I know a lot of these young men don't want to have police officers, and like it be off duty, like U.S. Marshals, and they're bodyguards, like off duty. I don't know if FBI agents can do it, but I do know police officers, marshals, people like that. They need to get them. They need to get them to be their security.
Man, shout out to the KOM, man. Yo, guys. So,
Yeah, shout out to the KOM and may he rest in love.
I don't know. Yeah, rest in peace to South Memphis legend. Yeah.
And he was the United States legend, and outside of the United States too.
I don't know about all this. Shout out to Gotti though, for always putting out good music
What music he done put out?
and good artists. You know,
I don't know why I began sleeping so early. Yes, I know all about that. I've been on this for 3 years. That's right. King of Memphis is Dolph. It's Dolph.
Dolph not
Dolph
public,
was
but
so
I
Memphis.
Gucci came. Gucci man came.
I don't think Gucci Mane daddy was buried on the same day as Young Dolph. Remember? I don't think he came to his funeral.
Well, he probably came to it, but now he was in town for a while. He sent some flowers, something.
But the other guy came. Was it Two Chains that came? A Future, because they went in front of the cookie shop. They went in front of the cookie shop
Uh,
and took pictures and stuff.
Ken said DJ Paul is the kid. Hey, I can agree with that, Ken. I go with something.
I agree too. Y'all know
Paul,
we gotta do it. Shout out to Young Dog. Made his legs stop it for a few minutes on here. I don't know. It's just something about that beat. The tempo of that beat is high vibrational because it motivates you. I love that. My bitch say I'm stuck in my ways, but my wrist say I've been getting paid. That shows that success. I like that. I love it. Rest in peace. I love it. I tell you. Such a success. Help other young men They didn't have to put their lives and stuff on the line, not destroying young men. Dolph had the money. He could have paid somebody. He could have paid professional hitmen to hit back at him. I think he was well within his means. When people become a threat to your, I think he was well within his means to do it. He didn't do it because that's what they wanted. They wanted to lure him into that so they can start popping at his artists and taking his artists out and killing them, taking them away from their families. They just had evil intentions, and God has got to pay them back for that. Everybody has to get their payback. And it's just, I don't understand where we've come to as people when we can sit up and say, well, ain't nothing gonna happen to Yo Gotti because he got big people over him. Some people have put Yo Gotti in such a godlike place. All of a sudden, the rules of the laws of the earth don't apply to him. Folks have become so engulfed in, I don't know. It's like, it's just out of this world. Like the laws of the earth, this man, folks have put him, they made him God. So none of God, he's higher than the universal God. So all of the rules, you reap what you sow, all of that, it don't apply to Yo Gotti. And some people stand firm on that, but I know I beg to differ on that. Yo Gotti is mere man, and all of the rules of all of the laws of the earth apply to him too. Whatever man soweth, that's just what he's gonna reap. See, he's not my God. So I can proclaim that there is another universal God somewhere, and it ain't him.
No, that ain't what we saying. That ain't what we been thinking. I mean, he is surrounded by the elite. We know what they said. Yeah, he was a person of interest. He wasn't ever charged because some people know he didn't have nothing to do with it. The man ain't shot nobody out there in LA. We know exactly what was said there, bro. He didn't pull no trigger and shoot the man out there in LA. Them are grown men who make decisions, man. Everywhere I don't want to blame everybody except for the grown men that make the decision.
Well, we understand. I guess the rules, just because it's him, people are saying, well, he didn't pull the trigger, so he can't go to jail. We know that people have been getting involved in conspiracies and stuff like that forever. Plotting hits and stuff like that, planning hits. They usually, when they plan them, they usually don't pull the trigger, but they are just as guilty. So he won't be exempt from that just because he's Yo Gotti, because Yo Gotti ain't my God. I don't no man, and I love my mom and my kids and stuff, my mom and my dad and all of them, but no man that has blood running through his veins could ever be my God.
Well, yeah, that's true. But now, Emerald, we heard the news article. They said they were looking into it, but they never found none because he ain't have nothing to do with it. Like, but just cause somebody that's affiliated with him had on their mind to shoot this man, they couldn't tie him to it, so they didn't charge him to it. So get what you do, Emerald, you move on.
They didn't charge who?
Now she was talking about the LA situation. I said they didn't charge got it with that. So the best thing they did was they moved on. So they didn't file charges, bro. They moved
Well,
on.
that's because Young Dolph didn't pursue it.
I mean, well, he did right by not snitching. Salute to Young Dolph for not snitching. Can we say that again? Can we get a lot of people to say that in the chat? Salute to Young Dolph for being a real nigga for not snitching. Hey, man.
Cypress, you're terrible.
He did what the real nigga supposed to do. He didn't snitch.
Lord Jesus.
Well, he wasn't supposed to press the issue. He rap about this shit. So not not with the one in L.A. or North Carolina, because I believe L.A. would have charged God if they felt like he was involved. North Carolina, they don't like niggas out there in North Carolina. Hey, they would have.
They're not gonna charge you if you got minions lined up that's got families and everything. To hey, me, I'll take charge because he more important than me. I'll go away from my kids and my family for some money. I'll take the charge because God in the bag. He more important than me and my kids. So I'll go to jail for him. That's what I'm talking about. Sorry. Don't get me started with these men talking about they being down, putting another man, taking charges for other men, going, leaving their damn kids and shit to protect another man, making him their God more important than themselves and their families. Hell no. I don't rock with no dudes like that and don't respect them. Come on. That's the only reason why he ain't go. Cypress, you already know I was trying to wind it down. You trying to get me started.
No, but shout out to Young Dolph for not snitching.
See you wrong. See you wrong. And you know it. He should have snitched. See, I reckon I promote telling. It ain't snitching, it's letting the Lord use you. Let the Lord use you. They try to they want you to be loyal to somebody who tried to take your life.
I know
you don't be loyal. Because I'm telling you something. Some of these folks would rather be out on the street so that they rather die than go to jail. One of the worst things you could do to a person is send them to jail. They scared of jail. Man, just go ahead and kill me because I'm going to be I don't want to go to jail. That's where the real gorillas and gangsters at. If they real gangsters, they'll fit right in, but they ain't that. They scared to go back there behind their wall with them. So they be wanting to stay out on the street. So what they try to do is manipulate you into thinking that telling the police is the worst thing that you could do. That's to manipulate you into not sending them to jail. But I say, I don't believe in bloodshed and slaughtering people and all that, not unless they're a threat to your life. Tell the police, call Crime Stoppers. I worked in Crime Stoppers for years. 528 cash. So let me tell y'all what y'all need to do.
Don't do no more telling y'all.
This what I'm telling y'all how y'all get paid. Okay. See, a lot of people think
go to work. Go to work. That's how you get paid. Telling ain't gonna be here. Telling gonna get you upside down like they did do on New Jack City, bro. This motherfucker. I'm telling you, go to work and get paid. Hey, I'm telling you, like they did do on New Jack City, holding their ass upside down. Hey man, go to work, get paid. Y'all niggas get paid.
No, I'm getting ready to say they gonna get paid. I'm getting ready to tell you how y'all get paid. Okay. This is and somebody they sure don't want me to tell. I don't know who this is calling, but I'm on the phone. Okay.
That's Steven. Pick up for Steven.
Is that Steven?
I'm quite sure that's Steven because he hear me up for I can almost guarantee it's Steven.
Okay, I'm gonna go look at because my phone way in another room. I can hear. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all how y'all can get paid. I worked in Crime Stoppers for many years, taking tips and doing payouts. We would go do payouts at I believe it was the first or the second Friday. I think it was the first Friday of every month. When don't call homicides. Call Crime Stoppers. See, that's what people go wrong with. They didn't give me my money. I told the homicide investigators, call 528 cash. Call and give an anonymous tip. You're not supposed to give your name or anything like that. You go by tip numbers. You give them the information. They can't trace you. We didn't have caller ID. When people used to try to give us their names, we could not take their names. Nah, baby, don't give me your name. We don't need your phone number, nothing. None of that stuff, okay? And so we get them the tip number. And then when the crime, you call back and check on the tip. Has anything happened? Has anything happened? So after y'all give us the tip, we would go walk over across the hall and give the tip to Crime Stop. I mean, give the tip to the, like if it was a robbery tip, they had a tip on a robbery, tip on a homicide, tip on a burglary, and we're going to take it over there to the investigators. So then what happened was we take the tip to the investigators after we fill out the information, and they will come back and say, you know what, Thompson, that was a good tip right there. This right here is the tip that solved the case. They bring the tip back to Crime Stoppers, but you constantly call. I'm calling to get an update on the tip. We ain't heard none yet. So then we go over there, ask the homicide investigators or the robbery investigators, did that tip turn up anything? A lot of times sometimes they say, no, it wasn't no good. We because they have to check that stuff. Believe me, they have to check it. No, it didn't turn on. Oh, yeah, that was a good tip right there. We went and we made an arrest based on this tip. We can't call y'all back because we don't have your phone number. So then what you do is you keep calling, and then when we get that tip back showing that tip helped to solve a case, that tip was a good tip, you're gonna get $1,000. Now they've taken it up $2,000. Sometimes people would donate. We've gone over there once to giving out $25,000. When I was working over there, I don't work over there no more. Okay. And them tips were good because sometimes people donate extra money on top of the Crime Stoppers money. Okay. And you get paid. You just have to know how to get paid. Don't call the bureau. Call Crime Stoppers. That's how you get paid. Sometimes when there is a crime, like with the Young Dolph situation. Okay, so many people was calling in, giving information on what happened to Young Dolph. It stopped up the crime. It shut down the Crime Stoppers line. It backed it up and it collapsed. It shut it down. Okay, telling who was involved in the motherfucking Young Dolph's case. Everybody already knew. Okay,
I ain't know.
Cypress. You knew from day one what had happened to him.
Yeah, I knew.
And you knew who was involved.
Yeah. Steven, where you at, Steven? Crank up the phone line, please. I can get on the hair.
She said, Quit told everyone. I don't know if Quit did or not. Them little boys was online telling everything. JoJo splatting them. Remember, we was looking at them, and the police was looking at them too.
Yeah, cause people
was online. They told it.
Yeah, cause you had fools actually tagging Memphis police. What type of shit is this they got going on?
They was bragging. Straight Drop said, "Yo, hey, Splat, call me." They deleted their accounts too. Moneybag them all started deleting their accounts. They deleted it too late.
Shout out to the innocent man, Moneybag. I don't think Moneybag had. Nah, Moneybag had.
Maybe he didn't. I hope he didn't.
Yeah, Joe, how you getting on live? You getting on live barring out everybody like goddamn fool.
Them folks when JoJo Splatting them was on live, They was tagging the FBI.
And Memphis police. I done not deleted my Instagram for a minute. Hell no. Let me get out of your way.
They was telling it. They was sending each other. Remember, Straight Drop toes. They was sending each other DMs and stuff. They just told on themselves. All that stuff been scrubbed. You can't hardly find that stuff no more. I guess a professional, somebody with some money, tried to pay a professional to scrub it, but I mean, we don't have to look at it, but
the police can go get this.
You could try to scrub everything in the universe.
It's gonna still
and the police still can get it.
Yeah, because it sticks on the hard drive. Police can go. All they gotta do is go. Dummy. So deleting it don't mean nothing. The police, it sticks on the hard drive forever.
These social media sites are, by law, they're required to, before they totally delete it. I think they have to keep it for 8 years. They have to keep it for 8 years before they totally delete it by law. They said as soon as Dolph passed, the whole Memphis knew. Yeah, the whole Memphis streets knew what had happened. It was really just so unfortunate.
LPD, everybody knew. Listen, man, the police was so hard on niggas. I was like, I gotta get out. I gotta get away from that. I heard about it. They fucking everybody.
Airways was so backed up. It was ridiculous. Like it was just sad. They did him so dirty. It just all for some money, and God ain't pleased. And everybody that benefited financially, everybody that had a part in encouraging it and participating. And we may never know everybody who did, but I bet you God knows that karma doesn't miss a step. That's all I got to say. And we all know Karma is a woman, and she steps, and she don't miss a step. You're gonna get back what you put out there. There just ain't no way around it.
But that what pictures did. But yeah, you sure right. Shout out to Steven, man, for ducking the smoke.
He said, shout out to Steven. Hey, Uri, how are you?
But I ain't gonna lie that well, just because they secure prepaid, that don't mean that they just knew. Never mind.
Yeah, Jay Fizz's new track is fire. I like it.
Y'all can understand what he's talking about.
I always understand. Everybody can understand. You heard when it said free straight draw. Didn't it say it?
What's the name of the song?
Free straight draw. Let's see. Let's pull that up. I understood every word he said.
That might sound like Mike Tyson. You can't understand shit that nigga talking about. I don't think you can understand that he said, if he might say he got, I can't understand nothing that might be talking about.
You said he what?
I can't understand nothing dude be talking about. Did they ever find out who shot him in the face that time?
I like that song.
Man, free straight drop, man.
The Cypress, you twisted.
That what the song say, ain't it? Make it be all mine, goddamn it. what I'm saying?
Oh my God. Lord have mercy. Mm, mm, mm,
Free straight drop. Free Keon.
mm.
Y'all can take out Carnegie Smith. We don't care nothing about him.
He said they only do numbers when they mention Gotti. I've seen, I think they do numbers all the time. Jay drop it without mentioning Gotti.
Shout out to Jay Dropper Twin.
Anyway, rest in peace to Young Dolph, and may his legacy and everything live on. I'm proud of what those young men have been doing. They hated on Young Dolph. They killed him. And I think that it's very important for people to analyze the situation and see it for what it is. I think we all have children, we all have nieces and nephews and stuff that represent the future. We want to make sure that we don't condone things of this nature where somebody is gunned down because of jealousy, because they got to be dealt with. They got to be taken and put in jail. Okay, we want them indicted because this type of behavior cannot be tolerated,
Well,
where
they
you
got
just killing somebody because you hating on them.
well they I mean they got the people that's involved.
Okay.
Ain't that right, Steve O?
Me personally, I don't want to see straight. I feel like Straight Drop he got justice was served. I don't want to see nobody kill Straight Drop. I don't.
Man, free straight drop. Free that young nigga, man. Free drop, man.
No, I don't want to see him killed.
Now I want to see him free. That what dudes do. That free straight drop.
But yeah, y'all know these guys be saying they want folks free for a reason.
Man, they don't want that niggas free. Stop it, J. Phil. Quit. Nah. You know that ain't what you want. Anyway, free that nigga drop, man. Free Keon. Free all the real niggas.
Well, Keon could have been out if he had put his family and stuff first. You don't go taking charges for another man.
Anyway. Well, I can't, I can't say nothing about that because, what I'm saying, bruh get his money how he get his money.
It shouldn't be sitting in jail while your kids grow up without you, and another man out with his kids, all acting like he father of the year. Don't get me started on these men. I get started. I go pour me some wine and get started.
Free Keon, man. He ain't got that long doing time. How many more years you think he might got?
I don't know. It depends on if he caught up in something probably that's gonna happen. He hopefully he ain't caught up in something else. Maybe he won't be indicted on nothing else. I don't know.
He got out. He got the fuck out of Memphis so fast, Cypress, and you know it. Who you talking about, ZK? Y'all are so with the stuff tonight.
And Rose said, Keon said Vato had a very interesting conversation with the police. Keon is an executive over there at CMG. Why would a CMG executive write that on his social media for everybody in the world to see it, knowing everybody would be looking, when all he had to do was give Vato a call? If he didn't have Vato's number, he could have gotten it from Gotti or Juke or some of those other people, because he is an exec over there at CMG. Y'all know Keon, the one that's in jail for shooting that Dolph in North Carolina, right? So, so why would he take it to social media? And I think I know why he took it to social media. This is just my theory on it. I believe that he said something to Gotti and them about it. Gotti and them didn't want to say anything to Vato, and they told him to put it on social media. And once he put it on social media, they gave them the opportunity to ask Vato what he was talking about. That was their way of approaching it, all while embarrassing him. That's exactly how I believe it happened. Because
You might,
do
you might,
crazy
you
stuff like that.
You might be right. Shout out to Dot again. He said Keon ain't getting out, Cypress. I hate to break the bad. Well, he got to get out one day. I don't think they gonna give him life. For that. What M Rose said, this should be interesting. What M Rose said, Keon said about. Oh yeah, we know about that. Anybody got anything new, and going on in the chat? Nice try, Dot again. Try again. Shout out to the best label that ever come out of Memphis outside of Hypnotized Mind.
Paper Route
Yep.
Empire. I even like that name.
CMG, baby. Yeah, you
And the
better
paper
know
is
it.
and the paper is still being routed there. Paper Route Empire. The paper is still being routed to them.
Shout out to my boy Yo Gotti, one of the best CEOs in the world. In my eyes, outside the Birdman, one of the best CEOs ever do it.
Mm. Since
But I,
men are crazy in general, it's some good Mississippi men, and they're not ashy. I see more ashy ninjas in Memphis than in Mississippi. I ain't got nothing to say. Nene, are you from Memphis?
she's taking a shot at me for what I said earlier.
What Cypress? You do be acting. You be acting. Yeah, shout out to Master P. I think Master P was one of the best CEOs out there.
Wasn't better than Birdman, but I get where you're going. A CEO
No,
that
I
didn't
think
know,
he was better than Birdman.
I doubt. A CEO that
No,
doesn't
I
know
believe he was.
A CEO that doesn't know he has to pay property taxes on his home. Well, he didn't know the game like that, man. He was just getting money. But hey, man, he wised up and he's doing great, man. I know you hate it, Steve, and I know you don't like it. I know it do something to you to witness CEO out of Memphis doing good for herself. Got offices out there. And I know you don't like it, Steve. I know the hate in you. You just can't help yourself.
Lord have mercy.
He said all the Mississippi men ain't ashy. Well, some of the big leg women out there must be ashy or something.
And Cyber Jew was the one that said Mississippi men be ashy.
I know.
I told you, Mississippi men ain't necessarily ashy. I like big old Jethro men with country men with that be having overalls on to get out there and chop wood and chop down trees and know how to fix things. I like
Like,
seeing men work.
y'all want some
Greg.
goddamn Jeff Bros. Some of y'all some Jeff
Well, you
Bros.
got
Y'all don't
some
want
men
no
that won't
real
even
nigga.
cut their damn grass. I would not even. I don't cut no grass. I'm gonna break my fingernail. I wouldn't have a man that didn't cut his own grass.
Man, you pay Cone to do that shit now, man. Nigga ain't nothing Jeff for no grass and shit. That's what Cone for. You get Cone covered out and get Cone
No,
to the
no.
grass.
I wouldn't even. I wouldn't. I wouldn't allow it. I'm not gonna let my husband talk about he gonna pay a cone to come and cut the grass. Not unless he disabled for some reason.
Yeah, man, get Cone to
And
cut
it
the
wouldn't be a
grass.
cone. He would. I would make him hire a reputable lawn service.
Conway Chief with the lawsuit. He gonna come and save some money getting Cone to do it. And they gonna do way extra than what lawsuit is paying you. They charging you as the Cone. They gonna do extra because you paying them. Gotta know how to do this shit.
That's not how it works. I can handle the yard, build furniture, and build a house. See, that's a blessing.
I
handle
mean, yeah,
furniture.
that's good. That's good to
Men
do,
don't
man.
understand. It's sexy when they work. Women like to see them working around. Now, as far as like a plumber, because some men be wanting to try to fix the plumbing. No, you need to go on and call in a professional. A water and stuff coming out through the damn walls because they wants to fix. But you have a lot of men don't want to fix nothing no more. I don't like that.
But now you need to go get one of them. Y'all need to go get one of them 60-year-old, 75-year-old men and shit, man. Then y'all niggas like, hey man, then y'all niggas like, no, hey man, that was called for to be trimming trees and shit, man. Niggas don't be wanting to do that shit, not now. I always believe that was called for shit to be doing that. I used to do it when I was younger,
What, to
man.
cut the grass?
Yeah, this boy, yeah, man, that was called for, man. Yeah.
No, that's not what a cone is for.
I'm like,
Most
call.
men, most men don't even want other men cutting their grass.
Hey man, Kong gonna cut the grass, do all that shit for dirt cheap.
Most men have a love affair going on with their grass.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah, this shit only goes on in Mississippi because you don't see that shit in Memphis. No world.
Well,
I
I mean, you see,
I
you
got a
still
call.
see men cutting the grass in Memphis with their country asses. They get out there when it's the hottest day of the week instead of getting out early in the morning or in the evening. They want to get out when the sun is blazing, no shirt on, drinking instead of hydrating themselves with water. They drinking whiskey, and then when they asses be out there flat, they old ass backs because they done passed out and had a heat stroke. Some men you just can't tell nothing.
Yeah, I ain't never been with like yeah, like when I was younger I do this shit. Now I ain't like I'm getting called to do that shit. Like, I'm getting called to do this shit now. Mm-mm. My uncles never still be doing this shit.
They said, get you a baby goat, Cypress.
Yeah, you might be right. I probably need like two or three of 'em.
Yeah, don't forget I told y'all now. Make sure y'all call Crime Stoppers. It is anonymous. So you ain't got to worry about going to court or nothing. All you need to do is just give accurate information.
Hey man, is any Memphis players in here, man? We need some players over here in the channel.
I wonder if Pop Austin would care if I use their video.
Probably won't. Probably won't. How often they need all the attention they can get. Stan G and brought them hope. Steven, where you at, Steven? That's what I want to know. Where's
Y'all,
Steven at?
y'all think Pop Austin was strike at me?
No.
Uh,
Nah, I don't. Nah, man, don't call Crime Stoppers, y'all. They go get a job, man. Sell some cash.
Was down,
So don't
man.
call Crime.
You feel? When I say I'm 10 toes down, and look, I don't play no game. I don't play no games at all, big or small. But at the same time, Shawty think
y'all
it's a
shout out to Pop
game out
Austin
here.
Media.
Just cause she getting fucked city, state to state, sucking city, state to state,
And
Mm. I was looking for
On
Memphis.
Papa Austin Media. Shout out to Papa Austin, y'all. I'm gonna get ready to get off because it's been 3 hours. I need to prepare for work, and I haven't eaten. I'm gonna have to fix me. I'm gonna make me some little quiche cupcakes or some quiche. Yeah,
What the
quiche cupcakes.
what the hell is that?
So how I do it is I take turkey, I cook the turkey, and I season it really good. And I take different cheeses like Gouda, um, cheddar cheese, and all of that. I coat it at the bottom of the pan, and then I take an egg and I beat the egg and mix the put the meat and the cheese in there. I put salsa in there too, and I put rotel sauce, mix it with rotel sauce, and then the meat with rotel sauce, and then I take the egg and pour it on top of that in the pan. And then as it's almost done, I take some cheese and sprinkle some more cheese on top of it. And it turns out like a quiche type situation, but it's a really healthy meal. It's really healthy. And I'm gonna make some tonight because I can put them up and grab me one for when I'm walking out going to work, heat it up and take it to work or whatever when I go over to the office.
Yeah.
And I could take one for lunch. I'm gonna put it in like my bigger cupcake thing. Yeah, it is a good dish. It is so freaking good. Mix it. I cook the turkey, mix it with rotel. I put cheese in it, season it really good. I put taco seasoning on it also. I found this taco seasoning called Dr. Taco. Dr. Taco. That seasoning is really good. And I put some of that seasoning on it. Of course, the garlic, onion powder. I put fresh onions. I mean, fresh garlic in it, and just let it all cook together and put it in the pan. But don't forget to spray the pan and then put cheese in the bottom of the pan, and then put your meat and stuff in there that's all mixed together. And you could put a little bit of cheese in it, but pour the egg on top of it in the little cupcake holes with it. Let it bake, and right before it is totally done, start sprinkling some more cheese on top of it. I love that Munster cheese, and I love the Gouda. I love smoked Gouda cheese. I love smoke, and I like to shred my own cheese because it's better when you buy it and shred it. Yeah, and it has a really good flavor. But I mix a lot of different cheeses together, like Munster, Gouda. I like sharp cheddars. Um, yeah, Garu, if I'm saying it right. It can be a little salty, so you have to watch that cheese. And what else did what else cheese did I have in there? Um, I just buy so much. Yeah, Dr. Taco. That's Dr. Taco seasoning. It's so good. It's so good. The seasoning is so good. I'm gonna tell y'all another seasoning that I bought at the market, at the Italian market by my house. I got Dano seasoning. I had been looking for it in the grocery store. I couldn't find it, but the Italian market by my house has it. And I ended up getting it. It's expensive, but I ended up getting it. I think I'm gonna order it. I hate to order seasonings from off of Amazon because I don't know where it come from. But I might just order it from off of the site because Dano has a lot of, and I tasted it because I like to taste the seasoning to make sure that it's not too salty, and it tastes really good. It tastes good. It has a really good flavor. So I might put that some of that in my taco tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Sound like Dr. Taco gonna lead you straight to the emergency room. The Dr. Taco for real. I'm just saying, I don't know. But
It's not spicy. It's not. I normally like spicy food. Now that rotel that I'm gonna mix that turkey meat with is that hot rotel. So I'm not gonna put any spices in the seasoning because I'll be using that hot rotel.
you said turkey what?
Ground turkey.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's what I buy. Ground turkey or ground chicken. I don't buy ground beef. It's something the way how ground beef look when it's cooking now. Like I pay attention to how dark it gets. I never remember ground beef getting that dark when you cook it. It just looks gross.
Mm,
I can't do it.
it's the new ground beef. You know they shoot that shit up with a lot of shit.
Hmm. Or it's not authentic. It's not real meat.
Well, you know all that shit fake. You know what I'm saying? We just living by hope and praying away.
That's so true. I agree.
Yeah. Yep. So the meat you eat is it ain't 100, y'all. You gotta pray. And this shit don't say you the middle of the north.
Anyways, y'all, I've enjoyed being on here with you all. Stan G is on over there on Papa Austin. Y'all make sure y'all go and support them. If y'all want to donate to the channel, you could donate via Cash App or Super Thanks, y'all. I got to get ready for work tomorrow. I've enjoyed you all. I love you all. Thanks, Cypress, for coming up here helping me out tonight.
Yo, and we gonna do it again, y'all. So stay tuned.
Okay. I'll talk with you all tomorrow.
Uh,